Hi everyone. Welcome to my Logic and Reasoning Spectacular. No, we're not doing another one of those until case 3. Let me grab Jet. Jet has sent me a bug. Jet has sent me some kind of insect, some kind of creature on the wall.
Yes. Look at him.
Unfortunately, I can see him with my eyeballs.
High for like the 5th day in a row.
Yeah, it's true.
We literally talk to each other every single day.
You know what? I think it's a vast improvement on my life, so.
Well, I'm glad that I'm not annoying you every single day.
You are not.
By sending you pictures of Herlock Sholmes and forcing you to watch Prince of Tennis with me.
Oh, yeah, forcing me to watch Prince of Tennis, as if I'm not sitting there every single... Honestly, I feel like I'm almost annoying you, because every time Edgy pops up on screen, I'm like, Kitty! He's just my little guy. Anyways, hello. Kirsten C555. That is so sweet of you to say. Thank you very much. That's nice to hear, because sometimes I listen back to VODs and I'm like, God, I have the most annoying voice in the world. But I think everyone feels that about their own voice. I mean, not everyone, but like I think that's a common thing to think about your own voice, especially listening back on recordings, so whatever. But yeah, welcome, Kirsten C555, Animus Nani, Ramen, Taya. I almost said T again. I've not said T instead of Taya for like almost a year. Robot Safari, Hannah, MJ Magicish, Samaranth, Uvula, Luca, JJ. Who else do we got here? Scrolling through the chat. Okay, and if I missed anyone, I'm so sorry. And hello to anyone lurking. Welcome. Hello. Okay, so today we are doing more of case 2. Yeah, last time we finished in court. And we're now investigating. It's the first time we've ever had an investigation portion after, like, we've been allowed to leave the courtroom. Trucy Roto 7. I think I've seen you here before, but you're a big lurker VOD watcher. That's okay. That is all right. You are welcome here. So yeah, so we are going to be investigating things. Maybe Herlock Sholmes will show up. I don't know. He probably will, because we saw him earlier before court. But yes. So let me turn the music off. Oh, I saw some people asking about what the music I was playing was. It is this Johto mix. I'm gonna pop it in the chat. There you go. Oh, not the playlist part. Oops. Whatever. Because it's on a playlist of a whole bunch of lo-fi videos I've collected. So, anyways. So, let's turn on this game volume. Hello. There we go. I tried to do a few things to deal with my computer's issues. If those do not work, I will be taking it in. I will be trying to clean the inside of it this weekend. And if that does not work, I will be taking it in for maintenance. So, but yes, everybody got a drink? Everybody got water? I don't have tea today, I just have water. Everybody good? Jet, you ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I'm very low energy. I used all of my energy working out today.
That's all right. We are just trying to get through case 2, because I'm told case 3 is the one that I will be enjoying quite a bit. So
Nah, case 3 sucks.
Yeah,
It's shit.
You're right. Okay. Oh, matcha latte. Ooh, wish I had one of those.
Me too.
We can get matcha lattes. Let's get some. Okay. Oh yes, we left off here because we talked about how Asogi should be the one here instead of us. And he had a plan. He had a plan. Okay, so I'll keep going here from where we left off because Asogi had a plan and I want to know what it is. Or what it was, I guess. Okay. Yes, I mean, I never had the chance to ask him exactly why, but he clearly had a plan. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for him.
And you're doing wonderfully, Naruhodo-san. I've no doubt that Kazuma-sama would say exactly the same if he were here with us.
Thank you, Susato-san. Thank you. They were friends. They were best friends. Okay. It was quite a shock earlier today, wasn't it? When the victim himself turned up in court and took the stand.
I know.
Not only that, but then finding out that he is actually a barefaced gas thief as well.
Yes, that was certainly a surprise to us all. For a while, it seemed as though everyone had quite forgotten about Soseki-san poisoning the tea.
Careful of your phrasing, Susato-san. He didn't poison anything. Allegedly, Susato-san. And there's more to this Mr. Shamspear than we yet know. I'm sure of it. Abi! Oh, ads. Okay, once your ads are gone, then I'll say hi, Abi.
Mr. Shamspear certainly wasn't noble. Mr. Shamspear certainly wasn't the noble, upstanding man everyone thought he was at first.
What's become of him, actually?
I was told that he'd be returning to the hospital ward where he was receiving treatment.
Oh, which one is that?
Let me see. Ah, yes, he's at St. Bartholomew's. Or Bart's, or Bart's, as Londoners call it.
We know that place, don't we?
Yes, we visited Miss Green there yesterday. It's the same hospital to which she was taken.
Hey, Abi. Welcome. Oh, yes. After Soseki-san stabbed her in the back.
Allegedly, Mr. Naruhodo. Do be careful of your phrasing, Naruhodo-san. He didn't stab anyone.
Perhaps we both owe Soseki-san an apology. St. Bartholomew's. Yes, we should probably visit the hospital later.
Cosmo's wishes.
So, we know that Soseki-san took the tea to the victim on the night in question. But as he isn't the culprit, then obviously...
Yes, the poison surely wasn't in the tea.
But if that's the case, how on earth did the poison get into Mr. Shamspear's body?
I'm sure we'll find a clue at the scene. There must be something in Mr. Shamspear's room that will help us solve the mystery.
Well, naturally, Scotland Yard detectives have been over the place already. But it couldn't hurt for us to have another look around, I think.
Definitely. And I'm desperate to know the outcome of the investigation into the tea left in the bar of soap.
Well, if we run into Inspector Gregson, we could ask him about that. Okay. Here we go. Kazuma Asogi, the best friend I ever had, and a lawyer with such promise. He really saved my bacon in that horrible incident just before we left Japan. Not Nocturne. It's so pretty. It's so pretty, and for what? He's so pretty, and for what? can still picture him now, looking so fierce and determined in court. And then, after the trial, that crazy idea he came up with. Get in the box, Naruhodo. As a stowaway?
Yes, you can fit inside my trunk if you curl up small enough. I'm sure. No one will know.
Kazuma, won't you tell me why? Why go to these lengths so that I can accompany you to Great Britain?
Well, it's been on my mind ever since we got through that trial. That you really ought to go into law. Be a defense lawyer. You've got a natural talent for it. Believe me, I guarantee it.
But I've never even thought about becoming a lawyer.
Well, I can't force you, obviously. You'll have to decide for yourself. But anyway, London is the cultural capital of the world, the city at the forefront of everything. It can't hurt for you to see it with your own eyes.
No, that's true.
I suppose, though, if you were to become a lawyer, then one day...
One day what?
Oh, no, never mind.
I hate this fucking video game. Every time with this shit. My god. They won't let us know anything ever. I'm trying to make a board here.
Naruhodo-san?
I am about to punch my monitor. The only reason I didn't is because Asogi's face was still on it. Oh, sorry. I was just thinking about Kazuma.
Yes, he's forever in my thoughts too. To change the Japanese judicial system for the better, that was his dream. And that's why he so desperately wanted to come to Great Britain to study, of course.
Yes, that's right. But
Yes?
I do wonder if his true intentions lay elsewhere sometimes. And see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. Yujin and Asogi had a plan, and we have to go back and see the plan. I don't know. The thought just takes hold of me every now and then, that's all.
Naruhodo-san, what do you mean by Kazuma-sama's true intentions?
Oh, whoa. Sorry. I mean this.
His katana?
I never expected to inherit this sword after Kazuma passed away, of course.
No, I know. It was because I asked you to take it.
When I have it at my side in court, I feel as though it gives me courage.
Yes.
Actually, the night before he died, he told me a little about the sword. They're finally telling me something. Karuma? Oh, we've seen this already.
That's right. It's a prized sword that's been passed down through generations of the Asogi clan. A Japanese man's sword is a soul, Naruhodo. I can't be parted from my katana. Karuma guides me. I truly believe that.
So, its name compels its wielder to slice evil in two? Not that you would need much compelling.
On that subject, there's something very important that I have to do in Great Britain.
Something you have to do?
Yes.
Ryu has his soul in his hands.
I'd appreciate you seeing it through with me.
Of course I will. Whatever it is, I'll see it through to the end with you. Here's how a sword geek can still win. Shut up.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
I would never.
What did he mean by something very important that I have to do?
I had hoped the answer to that question would become apparent when we arrived here, but as yet, I've not found a single clue.
I see.
Fine. If there's nothing fun to examine in here, let's... What's this door? I heard that there's another room behind that door.
Yes, it's my bedroom, Naruhodo-san, as you well know.
Shall I help you unpack your things?
That's very kind, but no thank you.
Oh, why don't we present the armband? Good idea. Your luggage looked very heavy. Are you sure I can't help you move it?
That's very kind, but really, no thank you. It's got my Herlock Sholmes body pillow in it, and if you pulled that out, I would be mortified. A young maiden's private chamber is a place of bittersweet secrets, you know.
The only secret I have is the 5-yen banknote hidden on the back of my Daruma doll. It's his savings. Daruma piggy bank. What is this? These tanks are for keeping sea creatures. They're called aquariums, and they were all the rage in London at one time, apparently.
Yes, the English are so clever, coming up with the idea of having ocean life on display in the home.
And it means you always have an emergency midnight feast on hand, too.
I'm not sure that's really the idea.
Okay. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Would you look at this, please?
You've been wearing that ever since we arrived in Great Britain, haven't you?
Well, it's what shows that I'm a lawyer, so it seems appropriate.
I'm not sure that it really means much in this country, though, I'm afraid.
I wouldn't say that. It might not be official, but it looks official. Often when the police stop me, I just show them this and they leave me alone.
You're stopped by the police? Often?
Well, you know, I'm a suspicious foreigner dressed all in black with a sword at my side.
I do think it's probably the sword that's the main reason. Still, it makes me happy to see you wearing it, and the armband.
Yes, I made up my mind that I'll carry them always. The symbol of who I am, and the sword Karuma. Okay, let's go. Yeah. Sholmes Aquarium, but it is inexplicably has bars of soap floating around in the water, and that's the midnight snack. Alright, let's go down to Sholmes' suite. See what's down here. 22nd of February, Sholmes' suite.
Oh, Runo! And Susie! Hooray, you're back! Hello, Iris. You're in fine spirits as always, I see. I am. And you look as immaculately presented as ever, Susie. Oh, you flatter me. Well, you couldn't have come at a better time. I've just made a pot of tea. I'll set some cups.
Really? Thanks, Iris. But actually, what is that foul smell? It's this.
Aha, the Wanderers return at last. Where on earth have the pair of you been?
When was the last time you bathed? We've been in court.
Oh, for the Mustache's case. For Mr. Mustache's case, that was today, was it?
I'm sure I mentioned it only yesterday, Mr. Sholmes.
I'm sure you think you did. Well, we can laugh about it now. So tell me, how did the trial go?
Okay, he thinks soap is poison. Okay, so he is not washing himself. Reasonably well so far. We've managed to escape without a guilty verdict, at least.
Really, I would have liked to see it. And I must pass the time of day with Mr. Reaper again. It's been too long.
Is he gonna go? Wait, is he gonna be the bane of Brock Van Zieks' existence? Is he gonna show up at crime scenes and be like, "Good day, Mr. Reaper," and Brock Van Zieks is like, I would love to see it.
Sherlock Holmes, a fucking book character!
The fucking book character again. Is Lord Van Zieks an acquaintance, Mr. Sholmes?
Not really. There's not a person in the world who doesn't know my name, Mr. Naruhodo.
Not quite what I asked, but still.
Mr. Sholmes, whatever is that odor?
Yes, what is it? It's faint, but absolutely awful.
Ah, indeed. That's the scent of victory, my dear fellows. Victory in science.
Oh dear.
All right, I'll bite. What's he up to now?
You'll bite, Mr. Naruhodo? I'll hold out a soap to you. I hold out a candle wax, actually.
Yes, he holds out a bar. He makes bars of caramel and bars of candle wax for his snacking. All right, I'll bite. Lord Van Zieks. Okay, we get to know more of this, I guess.
Lord Brock Van Zieks. Yes, it's an interesting surprise. What? Surprise?
Sobriquet? Is that how you say that?
Hold on.
I honestly am not sure.
Sobriquet.
Sobriquet.
Okay. Sobriquet. Lord Brock Van Zieks, yet it's an interesting sobriquet he has, isn't it? The Reaper of the Bailey.
Please tell me you annoy the shit out of him every day.
Once a legendary prosecutor has fought for someone's conviction, that person is doomed. Even if he or she is found not guilty by the courts, sooner or later the hapless soul will vanish from the capital.
That's what I'm saying.
But vanish how, exactly?
By falling under a passing carriage or drowning in the Thames.
Thames.
Thames, the fucking
But it's a funny character trait. We established it's a character trait. He does not know how to say it. Herlock is the only Englishman going around calling it the Thames.
The Thames. Or succumbing to a sudden fever, or quite out of the blue being set upon by highwaymen. There are numerous routes to one's final terminus, my dear fellow.
It all seems a little far-fetched, really.
I like that Pokemon. It's one of my favorites. Well, on the
Yes.
bright side, Mr. Mustache is fighting fit, for the time being, at least.
It's a duck. Ryu would like ducks. I think he would like ducks. That's not overly reassuring.
If the rumors are true, though, the obvious conclusion would surely be that those acquitted are, well, by Lord Van Zieks' own hand.
As it happens, Miss Usato, that is quite impossible.
Oh? Why?
Naturally, the man very quickly came under such suspicion. However, whenever these incidents occurred, the Reaper always had a cast iron alibi.
Really?
And so his reign continued, but 5 years ago, he vanished from the court, never to appear as a prosecutor again. That is, until you arrived in the country, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes, so I've heard. In fact, it was the very day I arrived, when I was thrust into that trial at the Old Bailey. That bitter fight to the death that bitter fight to the death coincided with the Reaper's resurrection. And really did end bitterly indeed.
And here you are, facing Mr. Reaper again.
Oh, Runo. I don't know if you're just incredibly unlucky. Or incredibly unlikable.
True.
I think it goes deeper than just me. I sense a general loathing of all Japanese people. What is the I need to know if it's what you've done. So, what is that indescribably foul smell?
Well, most probably this, I would say.
What is that?
My dear fellow, it is, of course, my latest invention. A chemical test that can identify whether or not a tea is genuine at the drop of some tea.
That can identify whether or not a tea is genuine? What does that... A tea is genuine.
Yeah, it's a chemical test to make sure that your tea is actually tea.
To make sure it's actually tea. You know what? Now that I think about it, I don't know if I've been drinking actual tea this whole time. That really makes me think. Holy shit. Sorry guys, I gotta go. I gotta go test all my tea to make sure it's real. Sorry, to make sure it's genuine.
Oh my!
Some unscrupulous sorts of manning the stalls along some of London's less frequented streets. They regularly sell what purports to be high-quality tea, but it is in fact merely dyed leaves of drab flavor.
Interesting. Well, that's certainly unsavory behavior.
So, when one is presented with what appears to be black tea, one must be careful. Iris?
At the ready, Hurley.
Let us add a drop of my chemical to this cup of tea here. Do you see what happens?
It turned completely black.
And what a foul odor it's giving off.
Indeed. The blacker the tea becomes and the more foul the odor, the better the tea is.
I see.
It would appear that this cup was a particularly fine Darjeeling. Is that how you pronounce it?
Darjeeling, yeah. That's very ingenious. But what do you do with that black liquid now?
Why, dispose of it naturally. Surely you wouldn't like to drink it, would you?
There does seem to be a rather obvious problem with your new invention, Mr. Sholmes.
Hence why this chemical test is merely a test, my dear madam.
Right.
The point is, we are entering a new era of science. In the world of criminal investigation also.
Yes, forensic science! Oh, these are such exciting times!
I regularly engage in this scientific experimentation alongside my unofficial consulting detective work. The Herlock-Sholmes method will be the foundation upon which modern investigative technique is based. This little tea indicate was a happy byproduct of my ongoing forensic science research.
Forensic science? I suppose I should find out more about that. Okay, this is something that annoys me sometimes about AA dialogue. It's like you have a conversation with your person, whoever you're talking to, and then you go into the talking thing, and like one of them will be a direct line from what you were talking about before, and then another, like the second one, you'll start out with two, and the second one will be like a completely different topic. So you click on the first one, and then like the third, it'll come up with the third one that's related to the topic of the first one, and then the second, like it I like doing these in order, and it makes me ping pong between two topics. It's annoying me, but I'm just gonna leave the other one for last, because whatever, we're already on this topic. So, your T-test, is that an example of forensic science?
Indeed it is. An essential tool in cases that hinge on the knowledge of whether some tea is of high or inferior quality.
Not a huge number of cases, then.
Perhaps a more practical example is required. Fingerprints. Not yet accepted in our courts as evidence, I might add. Really, we are dragging our heels here.
I hadn't even heard of them until recently.
Which is partly why I undertake research in this field myself, of course.
Does that mean you're studying fingerprints, Mr. Sholmes?
There are others in that field already, and I abhor the company of inferior minds. No, what I am researching is skin prints.
Skin prints.
A nomenclature of my own design, as is this chemical agent that makes it possible. It instantly reveals objects touched by whatever person is under investigation.
Interesting.
Brilliant, Mr. Sholmes!
Alex, hello! As long as it doesn't turn everything completely odorous and black.
I assure you, my dear fellows, you will witness my forensic talents in action very soon indeed.
With Mr. Natsume, who I'm currently defending, being Japanese, as well as Mr. Sato and myself, I felt it even more keenly in court today. For some reason, Lord Van Zeek seems to have an inherent disdain of the Japanese.
Indeed. It is an interesting observation.
Do you know something about it? Do you, Mr. Sholmes?
He knows something.
It was about 10 years ago that Barack Van Zeek chose to enter the legal profession. However, before that time, the young man's closest companion hailed from the Empire of Japan.
No!
What the? Tell us more, Mr. Sholmes! What happened?
I believe I've made it clear before. I'm unable to tell you anything about the affair.
Oh, but...
The veil will be lifted on the events of the past in due course, I have no doubt.
I don't want due course, I want now!
For now, however, it is Mr. Mustache who is most deserving of your attention, I believe.
Why is Iris so big right now?
Because she looks at you, she's like, you got games on your phone? She gets like really close.
You got games on your phone, you know?
Well, I think we should go back to the scene and see if we can uncover any clues.
That's the spirit, Runo. See you later.
Aww.
Yes, until later.
I have a weakness, and it's the Ace Attorney dads and daughters doing the same sprites. Thinking about all the times Edrith and Kay just did that, like, like right next to each other. Like, I love when they do this. I love when they do the same one. It's so cute. No, Mr. Sholmes, we were, oh, sorry. That's less panicked. I just inherently think panic for you. No, Mr. Sholmes, we were thinking you'd come with us.
You were?
Yes, of course. You said so just a moment ago.
I didn't say that.
You said we'd witnessed your forensic talents in action.
I didn't say that. Yes, I do recall saying something along those lines. But you go on ahead. I shall be sure to follow you later. In all likelihood. Probably. Maybe. Well, I might.
Your commitment astounds me.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Sholmes. We'll eagerly await your arrival. Bye-bye, Runo. Bye, Susie.
Tony kills her Sherlock Holmes challenge. It's not a challenge. If he were a real boy, you better believe better believe it. If that man were not a digital man. If that man were not a Game Boy. Wait, is there anything in here? Anything in here that I should look at? Everyone's like, oh, everything changes in here when you do. What are you doing? Interesting. Sorry. Mr. Sholmes seems to be making funny faces at something on his desk. I thought he said he was going to come with us to Mr. Shakespeare's room.
No doubt he's preparing something, Mr. Naruhodo. Something amazing. And he's doing it whilst asleep. Is there no limit to the man's talents?
Sasato, you're so funny. I think you get an achievement if you check the chalkboard every time, but I feel like, yeah, I've definitely missed some of the previous chalkboard ones. So... Oh, what are you doing? Iris? She is so cute. Oh my god, look at her go. That's incredible concentration, that is.
I find it quite remarkable how she can focus on so many different things at once.
Perhaps I should try drinking more herbal tea.
The blend there from the right would be good for you, Runo.
Oh, Iris? This girl is destined for great things, I'm sure. Okay. Let us move. There's so many places we can go. I don't like it. There's too many places. Let's go back to the scene of the crime. 26th of February. This is not Natsume's lodgings. Ground floor. Hello. Oh, hello again, Inspector Gregson.
What are you doing here?
Well, we were hoping to have another look around, actually.
The lawyer representing the defendant has a right to examine the scene, as I'm sure you're aware.
Yeah, I know the score.
Oh, yes, one more thing. The soap on the ledge outside the window. Did you find it? With the tea in it?
Yeah, we found it all right. And there was a small amount of tea in it, as you said.
I knew it!
It's with the identification section at the yard now. They're looking into it. The results should be available later today.
That's wonderful news. Thank you.
Pretty impressive performance in court this morning.
Sorry? Oh, welcome, lesbian Miku. The game's going good.
Nothing, forget it. Just make sure you don't disturb anything in here.
I didn't even notice him. All right, I'll bite. Mr. Sholmes, what are you up to over there?
What a question indeed. Was it not your good self who asked me to attend this scene? Oi, what are you doing here, Sholmes? What are you up to over there? What are you doing here? Dear me, once a great detective, one is always under scrutiny, it seems.
Is now the time, Mr. Sholmes? Are you about to show us your forensic talents in action, as you promised?
With the greatest of pleasure, my dear madam.
What are you up to? But no one asks, how are you up to? What's all this?
All this is precisely what you requested, Mr. Naruhodo.
I could just imagine him doing all this.
Herlock Sholmes is a sensational skin print seeker gun. Moments ago, I took a sample from the teacup that was used by the victim.
Gravy, welcome! A sample from Mr. Shamspeare's cup?
Each individual leaves microscopic secretions on everything he or she touches. A sample of those secretions is all I need to produce this, a refined indicator solution. By liberally spraying the room with this chemical, everything the victim touched is instantly revealed with the aid of these goggles. Here, try them on.
Isn't that what he used on the boat when he was trying to Am I remembering
There.
that?
Now spray the chemical indicator about and all will be revealed.
Spray? How do I do that exactly?
A little press of space on the area you're interested in is all that's required. Like this. God, the stream keeps stopping in the middle of words. So I keep stuttering because I'm I don't know what this word says.
Your days are numbered. Not you. You.
Oh, I know mine are numbered.
What is that stuff? It's like fog.
A suspension of the chemical indicator is a pressurized gas. It's the most effective way to cover a large area. That was another invention I discovered incidentally whilst I was developing this idea.
As you do.
Go ahead, try it, my dear fellow. We may learn something interesting about the victim's movements on the night in question.
Well, there's nothing to lose, I suppose. Let's explore. Okay, I see handprints. Okay. Okay, I don't even have to press space. It's just, I guess I can. Whoa, whoa. There's so many prints. And this is from Mr. Natsume's cup? Why was he all over what the fuck was going on in this room? Guys, what the fuck were you doing? Look, there are dozens of handprints here.
So there are. A great many indeed, so much so that it's hard to make out any one individual print, in fact.
Ugh, it sends a chill down my spine.
Perhaps he was leaning against the wall while he admired this picture?
Unlikely, I would say. It's a rather dull scene after all.
And without wishing to state the obvious, you wouldn't generally admire a picture from such close quarters, I feel.
Oh, very true, Miss Sato. a bit of a mystery then. You feel I was thinking it. I wasn't gonna say anything. Okay. So, what the fuck was going on in here genuinely? Stefano! My own brother, it was his birthday 3 days ago, and I forgot until 11:50 p.m. at night because I was so scatterbrained. 11:50 p.m. at night,
Wow.
whatever.
Well, happy late birthday.
Happy late birthday to my friend and brother, Stefano. Welcome. We are doing historical luminol.
So once you've sprayed stuff, I believe you could just go back.
Yeah, you can just investigate it, but I want to know. I want to know.
Well, you know that they wrestled.
I know that they wrestled, but...
These are Mr. Shamspear's prints, by the way.
Oh, I thought they said Mr. Natsume's. It was a
No,
sample
it's
from
Mr.
Natsume's cup.
Shamspear's prints.
Okay.
Well, he brought the tea. Therefore, it is technically his cup. But it's the cup of
Sorry.
which Shamspear drank out of.
I need to... Okay, everything the victim touched. You're right. Am I... Okay. Look around, spray. Okay. Sorry, wait. I thought I could investigate these.
So once you've revealed all of this stuff, you can...
Oh, so I still have more to do. More to find?
Well, you've mainly got what you needed to find, which is the handprints on the wall.
Okay.
Can you press escape to go back? Or right click to go back at all?
I'm seeing M and B look around. Spray,
Go to
history.
court record? Perhaps? No?
Very interesting. Maybe I just need to find all the... Alright.
Oh.
What?
Check the floor.
Oh. Oh, look at all this here.
Ah, yes, interesting. A multitude of the victim's handprints.
Why are there so many of them on the floor in this one spot?
Oh, perhaps he had a bad fall just here?
There is nothing obvious that he would have tripped over, though, is there?
I wonder. Personally, I often stumble when there's nothing obvious to trip over.
I think that's something only a great detective would do, Mr. Sholmes.
Well, this is quite a puzzle. Handprints all over the floor.
Yes, there's no obvious explanation. Well, we spread Mr. Sholmes' amazing skin print indicator all over the room, didn't we? Or didn't we?
We did. But there are two places in particular that are of interest, I would say.
The handprints on the floor there. And on the wall by the picture, you mean?
Yes, and I think the floor warrants closer investigation. I won't be a moment.
That thing looks like it could be removed, like Shamspear's keeping something down there.
Ah!
What is it, Mr. Sato?
Look here, Mr. Naruhodo. One of the floorboards has popped out.
One of the... You mean... It's a secret hiding place?
Excellent work, Mr. Sato. So, what do we have in here?
Oi, what are you lot doing?
Inspector Gregson!
Stand aside right this minute. It's my job to investigate there. No need, Inspector. You continue to dig in your portion of chips whilst we dig around under the floor here. The fancy talk's putting me off my food anyway, Sholmes. A new bit of evidence is exactly what I need.
Wow, a secret hiding place under the floor. What a find!
It's not a hiding place you could make use of in Japan. I don't think I could lift a Stratatami mat.
No, I know. But I never expected one of these wooden floorboards to move either. It's got me wondering about the wall over there too. Aren't you curious?
Oh! I'll investigate at once. There's nothing behind the picture, sadly. Only the wall.
Well, look behind that nailed-in thing.
How disappointing.
But then, how do you explain the handprints?
I really can't think why anyone would have been touching the wall over and over in one place like that.
There you are, her prints for you.
Alright. Gregson Jesus incarnation confirmed. Gregson with modern day loaves and fishes. Chips and fishes. Oh, thank you very much. His invention can make prints too? Now then, I wonder if Inspector Gregson has found anything under the floor there.
I'm desperate to know.
Me, every time someone talks about Asogi.
So am I!
What do you have? I'd love to know if there's anything hidden underneath that floorboard there.
Allow me to ask Gregson now. After all, we're well acquainted. Inspector Gregson! Really? It's been too long. What is it, Sholmes? I thought perhaps you might show me what you found there, seeing as we're such good friends. We're not friends. No, I suppose not.
We're gonna see depression Sholmes again.
A dismal failure.
Yes, I heard. Ugh, I'd kill to know what was under that floorboard.
All right then, fair's fair.
What?
You did discover the hiding place after all. I suppose I should at least fill you in.
Really, Inspector? Thank you.
Do it quickly, my dear fellow. If there's one thing I know about this man, it's that he blows with the wind, as fickle as the weather. Boy, stop making me out to be some kind of nut. There were 3 items under the floor there: a newspaper clipping, a photographic print, and a tin box.
Interesting.
Now, what do you want to know?
Did you find any bone?
Looks like this was cut out of the paper about 3 months ago. It's about a convict who got sick and died while he was serving time up in Manchester.
How terrible.
Made the headline down here in London as well. The bloke had been sentenced to death, you see, but nature got him first.
Oh my goodness! He'd committed a capital offense?
Man by the name of Selden. Nasty piece of work into burglaries and murder. They say the hoard he'd knocked off was worth about £1,000.
A hoard? Of treasure, you mean?
Jewellery and lot, but he'd hidden it somewhere and no one knows where. And now he's dead. Piper loved it, of course. £1,000 lost and run to hell or some such was the headline. Does it not strike you, though? Why such an article would be so carefully ensconced under the floor? I suppose now you mention it, it does seem a bit odd. Perhaps I go over the paperwork we've got on Selden back at the yard, see if I can turn anything up.
All right, let's look at that.
So, this is the photograph I found. Looks reasonably recent to me.
Is that the guy who died? The initial guy who died and set off the curse? Because that's the guy that was in Olive Green's. Like there was a framed photo of him in Olive Green's hospital room. Did he die while he was living here?
Yes, it would appear to have been taken on the street in front of the house here.
And the gentleman on the left is Mr. Garadeb, the landlord, of course.
But who's the young man on the right? Mr. Garadeb's son, perhaps?
Perhaps. You could take that print if you like.
Really? Are you sure?
We can presume, therefore, that the yard already knows. The identity of the young fellow, that is.
Ah! Is that true? We can ask Mr. Garadeb.
Well, it's too bad if we do. Unfortunately for you lot, leaking information isn't one of my pastimes. My dear Inspector, if I may be so bold as to point something out. Pastimes are for one's leisure, but this is for work.
True. Okay. I will hydrate, not dehydrate. Thank you, Ms. Nani.
All the more reason I'm not telling ya. A dismal failure.
Yes, I heard. Agua. I wonder why a photograph like this was hidden under the floor. I mean, Mr. Shamspeare himself isn't in it.
Photographic prints are still rare treasures in the East End. I imagine Mr. Garadeb was rather delighted to have been immortalized. He probably made a proud present of it.
Now what's in the tin box? Is it bones?
Now this tin box looks interesting, doesn't it? Might I suggest, Inspector, that you open it? If you were to find something inside that reveals the truth behind the case, like bones, for example, I wouldn't be in the least surprised. Yeah, funnily enough, I've already had a look. It's completely empty.
Someone took the bones.
What? Shamspeare, give us a clue, man!
You didn't even have the chance to utter a word, Mr. Naruhodo. But anyway, at least we found out what's inside the box.
Yes. Thin air. It's empty. Rather like how I feel inside. Is there nothing more to this box then? I wonder.
Meow, wagga hi! Wagga hi! Wagga hi! Kitty. Oh, look! It's that lovely little kitty cat. What was its name?
It's Mr. Natsume's, isn't it? I don't think we ever asked him, actually. Why don't we call it, Wagahai? You know, like Mr. Natsume refers to himself in Japanese. And what does Wagahai mean? I wonder how he got in here. Clever cat.
Oh, wonderful! Well then, Wagahai, here's something delicious I brought for you from the cat's meat man.
Yummy. Yummy delicious. It's a personal pronoun? What does that?
It's something like, yeah, boku, watashi, something probably like that.
Okay. Interesting.
He couldn't be happier now. Look.
I am the real Natsume Saseki wrote a book called I Am a Cat. Oh, Waga Hai wa Nekoaru. I see. Okay. I just hope we can bring some happiness to his owner, too. Oh, he's... I mean, I guess Waga Hai is a female cat, because we know she had kitties. That was a cheeky little meow, Waga Hai.
Oh, but he's so adorable. I could sit and watch him forever.
I think he may not appreciate that after a while, and we have an investigation to get back to. Okay. Let's look at the soap.
So it turns out that Mr. Shamspeare wasn't eating the soap after all.
That's right. The mystery of why he had it on a plate whilst holding a fork in his hand is solved.
Yes, to prize his latest ice coin out of its mold. And in the process, he accidentally broke the bar of soap in two.
It certainly was hard to imagine, let alone deduce. Oh, the cups are... okay. Ah, the ill-fated teacups from which the two men drank on the ill-fated teacups from which the two men drank on the ill-fated night.
During their heated literary debate, yes.
Who's stronger, Romeo or Juliet? It sounds like it was quite a discussion.
Now I think of it, I'm sure that the two lovers in the play ended their lives with poison.
That's fictional, Miss Sasato. Let's hope it stays that way. The sun never shines in this room, thanks to that depressing bricked-up window.
Yet, with enough determination, you can always remove the bricks to set some soap outside, can't you?
That sounds like a very wise life lesson, Miss Sasato.
Only if you plan to follow a life of crime, Mr. Naruhodo.
If you ran out of change, you wouldn't even have any light, let alone heat. For the needy, London's winter streets can be very harsh.
That's true. But if you think about it, even the wealthy would find themselves freezing if they ran out of small change.
London's winters can be very harsh for the forgetful too, then. Frankly, I'm starting to wonder if Sasato-san and I are going to make it to spring.
That's true. We don't even have a meter at Baker Street, let alone a gas stove.
Look how dark the stain on the floor is underneath the meter there.
Yes, from all the water dripping out after the ice coins melted, as you established in court this morning.
It's a very large and obvious stain, isn't it? See you, Hannah. Goodbye. Mr. Shamspeare must have used an awful lot of ice coins, I suppose. Wait, whatever. It was an ingenious idea, I'll give him that. Okay. guess this is the last thing.
There's not much on these shelves, is there? Just this wine glass and bottle. And both of them are cracked.
Yes, not much use, are they? What's the matter?
Oh, I was just reminded of the Reaper, that's all.
How no jealous. Prosecutor Lord Van Zeeks?
Yes, he's so reckless with his wine glasses. I was thinking it's a waste and that he should donate some to the needy. And that we should get him a plastic sippy cup.
You can suggest it next time we meet. Okay, I guess that was everything. Alright, I guess we'll just go. I want to go up to Garredeb's room and ask him about the picture. 22nd of February. Mr. and Mrs. Garredeb's room.
Mr. Garredeb appears to be out.
Oh well. I suppose we'll just have to come back again later. If he had a rubber wine glass and it just bounced back every time he threw it, I would love to see it bounce back and just like right in the head. You know what? Let's I want to investigate a couple of these things that we just got. Okay, well, they're all over the fucking meter. He cries when it doesn't break. Okay. Condemned criminal dies of natural causes in prison. Manchester's Strangeways Prison announced the death of convicted murderer and burglar Selden by natural causes in the early hours this morning. Why do we only have one name for him? Selden. Interesting. He had been suffering with fever since the end of October. Alerted by the shouts of his fellow cellmate, medical staff arrived to find him already dead before his capital punishment could be carried out. Okay. So the loot remains undiscovered. A photographic print in Shamsu. It shows the landlord of Mr. Garredeb together with a young man. Okay. I need to know. Wait, is that all the new stuff we had? Yeah, that's all. Okay, let's move around, shall we?
I don't believe we visited this place for some time.
All right, let's go. Let's talk to Soseki. Oh, Selden. God damn it. God damn it. He's attorney. They can't keep getting away with it. Dark Prison Cell 9.
Oh, Mr. Natsume is back.
So he is. Mr. Natsume, hello. Everyone is so mean to me.
I am a cat.
This face. Sorry?
I don't know who Mr. Natsume is, or Herlock Sholmes. I don't know about courts or trials or Old Baileys. I am a cat. That is what I am. Just a cat.
Mr.
Sorry.
Mr. Naruhodo, he's trying to escape from reality.
Trying to? He already has. Completely. So, what is your name then?
As yet, I have no name, Nya.
Insert cat's musical joke here about a cat having many names.
Mr. Naruhodo, he hasn't fully thought out his new identity yet. Maybe it's not too late to bring him back to reality.
Do you think you could open your eyes for us, Mr. Natsume? Don't we all wish we could just be kitty cats for a moment?
I am not a cat.
No! This is so sad.
It worked! He's back in the real world.
What's going to become of me? No! Don't do that! It's obvious! My accursed soul is never going to escape this accursed fate!
Mr. Natsume, no! This morning's proceedings in court prove that there's hope.
Yes, welcome student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire was brilliant, but the Reaper's omnipresent in court in my lodgings. Here, there, everywhere.
What's he looking straight at me for? I think perhaps there are some things we should discuss.
Oh yes, he was.
Let us discuss.
In my whole life, have I ever been so moved as I was today? No. Of course, if I cast my mind back, there were perhaps one or two other occasions that moved me more. But if I just block those out, then today, being in that courtroom was the most moving experience of my life. Welcome, student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire!
You're too kind.
Scotland Yard found the remaining tea just as we deduced, and are analyzing it as we speak.
There's nothing wrong with that tea. They won't find a drop of poison in it. That's a
Oh, sorry.
solemn sworn Soseki certainty.
Tell me, did you both drink the tea at the same time that night?
Oh yes, most definitely. Remember, drink tea while it's hot. We both poured it down our throats like it was a hot bath for our bellies.
And at the time, you were both completely fine.
As shown by the fact that he and Mr. Shamspear then engaged in the Romeo and Juliet match. I suppose the focus of tomorrow's proceedings will be how the poison was taken by the victim then.
That rotten Shamspear! What have I ever done to him?
You don't recall him taking issue with you over anything you've done recently?
I've been holed up in my room, immersed in books. I don't recall anything. Anything at all!
Right.
But what I don't understand is why he didn't let me know sooner.
Let you know what, Mr. Natsume?
About the soap, of course. What else?
Oh dear. Are you struggling with such a meager stipend?
Of course I am. If I had money. I wouldn't have chosen to live in a cursed existence in such accursed lodgings.
Oh, yes. You said it's because the place is cursed that it's so cheap, didn't you?
Exactly. Especially the room that I rent. The spirit of that capital offender who lived there still haunts the place, and it's trying to kill me!
Capital offender?
Might I ask, locum student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire, that the next time you visit me, you bring scores of super soft soaps, so that I may eat them.
So that I may finally escape this blanched existence. Okay, that's all. Wait, let's present maybe the newspaper clipping to him.
What's this?
It's a newspaper cutting that we found in Mr. Shamspear's room.
So he knew, did he?
Sorry?
About this man, Selden. A convicted killer and the evil spirit behind the curse that afflicts my lodgings.
What?
He's already taken one young man's life, and now he's trying to take the life of another, a miserable, marshmallow-lined Japanese man.
Mr. Natsume, if you know something, please, you must tell us. Tell us everything you can about this evil spirit. I know, I have been resisting the urge to make so many Phasmophobia jokes because I know you haven't played it.
I mean, you can if you want to. I'm not gonna.
No one's gonna get it though. Whatever.
I mean, I've watched videos before. I watch other people play it. I just don't play it myself.
The image of Soseki, like Ryo going, tell us more about the ghost, and Soseki's like, welcome back, I've got some jobs for you.
When the Soseki is haunted by the ghost and dies, he goes into one of his positions where he like folds over. You know how he does like weird. You know how he does like poses and stuff.
Oh,
and
yeah,
like when
where
you
he's,
get
like,
killed in the game,
yeah.
the character's like ragdoll in place.
Yeah, Soseki doesn't ragdoll, he just goes through all his animations rapidly.
The truth is, I didn't know the details myself until very recently. That Selden man was arrested about a year ago now. And at the time, he was hiding out in lodgings at Mr. Garadeb's house.
Good night, JJ. See you later. What? He lived where you do now?
That's right. Yes, exactly where I live now, in my very room.
Oh my! Your room was previously occupied by a criminal found guilty of a capital offense?
Well, when you say it all like that, just all at once, it's very scary, isn't it? But before his sentence could be carried out, he died in prison. That was 3 months ago now. And that's when it started. The curse.
What really is this curse you keep mentioning, Mr. Natsume?
It's already caused one death, a few months after the criminal passed away in prison.
So we don't know what... Okay, he'd been suffering with fever. But we don't know what caused the fever. Okay.
A man died in that room. The man who rented it after Selden, in fact. The poor lodger, he was found dead in mysterious circumstances. The room was locked in from the inside.
Our what, 4th or 5th locked room mystery? Locked from the inside? Exactly like the case we're dealing with now. So that's the convict's curse, is it?
Yes. Well, that was the start of it.
Do you have any idea how the lodger before you passed away, Mr. Natsume?
The official cause of death was asphyxia. When they discovered the body, the room was full of gas.
Gas leak. Gas?
I only found that out after I'd signed the lease. When Mr. Garadeb came to tell me later, I couldn't stop myself trembling.
So all his nightmares where ghosts are trying to choke him is him in it breathing gas because he doesn't turn his, or he I remember him saying like he puts the coin in the meter and keeps it on while he's falling asleep. Like he puts a coin in the meter so that he can fall asleep while the gas is on.
Yes.
Sorry.
In fact, if I'd known beforehand, I'd probably have been too scared to take the room. Landlord's lease, luckily legal.
Lucky for Mr. Garadeb, maybe. But not so lucky for poor Mr. Natsume. And now you believe this curse is affecting you?
It is at first. I just felt as though I was being watched all the time.
And then you talked about having nightmares, didn't you?
The dead are trying to take me with them. They come for me and try to suffocate me. Just when I'm struggling to breathe, I wake up. And the room is as cold as ice!
But why is your room so cold?
London winters are too cold to bear without any heating on overnight. But for some reason, even though I light the stove before I climb into bed at night, the pilot light always goes out and the room fills with gas.
But that's terrible! That's exactly the same situation as what led to the previous occupant's death. And then there's what happened to Mr. Shamspeare last night, when he was mysteriously poisoned. There's clearly more to that incident that can be explained by a curse, though.
Whatever can be the cause of all these strange happenings in Mr. Garradeb's rooms?
Don't we know? Gas leak. Look at my armband. Look at this. Have I shown you this before, Mr. Natsume?
Oh, yes! The sweet, sweet aroma of our beloved homeland.
It shows that the wearer is a defense lawyer. It means nothing in Great Britain, of course, but I still wear it.
Oh, I know exactly how you feel, locum student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire. My Haramaki belly band! I don't feel right without it.
Your Haramaki belly band?
It's perfect for the cold English winters. Just the thing to keep my tummy warm.
Yes, I see the link. Almost. I see. Okay. Well, I guess we're... Unless we need to show him more shit. Do you have anything to say about this? Mr. Natsume, it's nothing much, but...
It's been too long since I've been offered a present with that delightfully humble etiquette of our homeland.
What?
You're too kind. I accept it gladly.
Sorry, but I wasn't trying to give it to you, actually. Okay, I guess not. Maybe he's gonna be here. Yes! 22nd of February, Mr. and Mrs. Garradeb's house. Ah, you're here now, Mr. Garradeb.
Right, Molly, business it is for me, you know, getting out and about.
Were you at the Old Bailey by any chance?
Naturally, finding my lodging, hanging the balance and all that, not a trial to miss.
The fate of what's already been dubbed your haunted lodgings, yes.
Of course, the place has caused quite a stir around the capital on more than one occasion already. As the old haunted lodgings or some such.
Ah, well, at least he knows.
Makes you wonder what the blazes is going on, does you know?
Yes, I'm sure it does. In fact, thinking back to Mr. Natsume's other trial just just 2 days ago, you were at the Old Bailey then as well, weren't you? Testifying with your wife about what happened.
Stepped off the prison on the way home, in fact, beastly business.
I see.
So, what brings you to my haunted abode today, huh? Some fishy fellow from the Far East on a failed actor chap of a questionable character, huh? Yes, the house does seem to have become something of a magnet for rum fellows of light. Thanks to that Bally curse.
The convict's curse, you mean? Sorry for putting your wife in jail, but tell me about your shitty house.
Heard the stories, have you? Rotten scoundrel was arrested there, and then the next chap in the room goes and keels over. And there was that woman who dropped dead just outside on the street, not to mention the actor yesterday. Am I next, eh? Well, can't help but get the collie wobbles, can you?
When you say the woman who dropped dead outside on the street, do you mean Miss Green?
Because Miss Green, who was stabbed by the knife, and Mr. Shamspeare, who was poisoned last night, are both very much alive still.
Yes, well, so is that blasted convict's curse, it seems.
Personally, I should be quite content with such lodgings.
Yeah, because you're a bug.
A bath, a toilet, a fireplace, a fascinating history. Why? It sounds like the lap of luxury.
I'm not so sure about that.
Well, there's no bath or toilet included, and no fireplace either.
But you do look out for your tenants, don't you? By watching the rise and fall of the flames in your gas lamps up there.
Yes, never hurts to keep an eye on things. In case there are any mishaps or such like.
I think you've had your mishap already, sir.
That's not helpful, Mr. Sholmes.
Heaven forgive me, the words just came to my lips.
Some fishy fellow from the Far East and a failed actor chap of questionable character, huh?
There's no need for that, Mr. Garadab.
That's right. Mr. Natsume is in no way fishy.
He is undeniably peculiar, however.
Is it right that he took the... Is it right that he took the vacancy immediately after the previous tenant passed away?
Yes, that's right. I asked the estate agent to find someone and he popped up the very same day. Never come across a chap so keen for a place with a background as a mayor.
I don't think it was the room's background he was keen on so much as the cheap rent, actually.
So, how long has Mr. Shamspeare been lodging under your roof?
The failed actor chap? Well, let me see. Oh, of course. Yes, it's been 3 months now. Quite sure of it.
Only 3 months. He's quite new here too, then.
And to what do you owe your certainty in that regard, Mr. Garadib, if I might ask?
Well, he was that Selden scoundrel, as it happens.
Selden? The convict, you mean? Do Selden and Shamspeare have some kind of connection, then?
That convict chap, Selden, passed away in the clink 3 months ago now, you see. Some light here or other.
Yes, we seen the report from the newspaper at the time.
Well, it was only 3 days later that the tragedy showed its face. The actor fellow.
Really?
Yes, I remember it quite distinctly.
Lord Van Zeeks? Was that you?
Did I jib Mr. Van Zeeks?
You did. This is very startling. 'Tis small, this world we inhabit. Prithee, landlord, hear my request. I, the humble Shamspear, do desire to take thy room on the middle floor offered erewhile for rent.
Terribly sorry and whatnot, but that will be possible. Already have a lodge on the middle floor. Ground floor rooms vacant there.
Nothing can be made out of nothing. Let me repeat mine will unto thee.
Those curls must be muffling your ears. The room on the middle floor's taken. It's ground floor, nothing.
Very well. We have an accord.
Glad to hear it. Welcome back.
Hello! A Shamspear dance to celebrate.
From my hiding cart today, sounds like the chap was thieving gas. And he was 3 months in arrears with the rent too. Well, yes, as the fellow was a bally player, alright. Thank you for your candor, Mr. Garrett. We are most grateful. By way of appreciation, allow me to say 1 or 2 words. Give me my robe, put on my crown. I have immortal longings in me.
What's happened to you?
Shakespeare, my dear fellow, one of his most famous lines. I wish to divulge my own learning of the subject, for I have a turn for literature too, you know.
Catboy Shomes! Perhaps you could turn your attention to more apt lines then? Okay. Do we maybe need to give you something? Oh, yes, this. I wanted to... what is this? Mr. Garadeb, could I ask you to look at this photograph? Sherlock was built to do fucked up dances, which is why you have to put him in MMD world. You have to. Is that your son who's with you there?
No, not at all. He was a lodger here once. Duncan Ross was his name.
Duncan Ross. Duncan Ross.
The street photographer happened to be passing, so I asked him to take a shot, just for kicks, really.
Was he by any chance the lodger before Mr. Natsume?
Yes, that's right. Oh, the young gentleman who died in the room in that mysterious circumstances.
Abby, stop talking about fucking Ignatz. Hate that guy.
What the fuck is Ignatz?
He's a Fire Emblem character. He's a little bitch boy.
Oh, I see.
With a bowl cut and glasses.
Oh,
and he
wait.
sucks at art.
Hold on. I think I know who the... Yes, okay, I know that guy. I know that guy.
He is a bitch.
I called him an owl all the time because he looks like a little owl. He's got that like quill pen thing.
He's a little bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks like a character you wouldn't enjoy particularly.
Just what Mr. Mustache was waiting for, one might say. Yes, young Duncan lived in the room at the top of the first flight of stairs before that Japanese chap.
Would you mind telling us a little bit more about him?
Yes, Duncan Ross. Young chap was attending art school, had to work to pay for it, mind. Moved into the middle floor room about a year ago after that criminal settled in was arrested.
So he was going to art school too, and Olive Green had a framed photo of him. Interesting. Maybe they were classmates.
Young students are always on the hunt for rooms with a history behind them.
A history of cheap rent, maybe, yes.
Yes, well, anyway, it was one morning, about a month ago now. And it quite worked out the old trick of watching the gas lamps to see what my lodgers were up to at the time. So certainly, I was rather tardy to discover what had happened. It smelled like gas that alerted me, was. Oh, yes, synonymous with the smell of death. Called the police straight away, of course, and the officer kicked the door off its hinges. But once we go inside, we all bally collapse.
Because of the gas? Ramen, I keep doing that too. I keep saying like before we started this case, I was talking to Brad and we were like, what does happen in the original Hounds of the Baskervilles? And I was like, I guess I should read some Sholmes stories just to like see if what I can glean from them. And it was like a beat. I'm like, Holmes, Sherlock Holmes, Sherlock Holmes, Sherlock Holmes. God damn it. I hate this guy.
Yes, room was full of it, no air at all, no air at all. Stare must have gone now while the poor chap was sleeping in his bed.
So Mr. Ross suffocated to death.
Of course, the police gave me a sound taken off because the bass pipes were so old and all that. Can't tell you how much it set me back to have the lot of it replaced all over the house.
But even after you had all that work done, Mr. Natsume says the same thing. That the stove goes out at night whilst he's asleep in bed.
Well, that's the bally curse, the convict's curse. I've done my duty as a landlord now.
So if the pipes are fixed... Is someone doing that on... Is someone coming into his room and doing that on purpose? Someone's feeling defensive.
Yeah, that reminds me, actually.
Yes?
About young Duncan. Not before the poor chap perished. He'd been writing a letter of affection to a young lady.
A love letter, you mean?
Okay, bye, Ramen.
Yes, where did I put it now? Ah, here it is, I left it on my desk. If you'll excuse me. Let me see now, what does it say? To my most beautiful and charming sweetheart.
Do you think that we should be reading such a personal piece of correspondence?
My dear Mrs. Soto, that is precisely why I prefaced my reading with, if you'll excuse me.
I will not excuse you, Mr. Sholmes, no.
Sadly, you didn't address it there. So I have no means of delivering the thing, rather sound really.
I see. That's going to play on my mind. Yeah, Susato.
I'd like to receive a love letter someday.
Haori in Japan, ripping up her 30th draft because it doesn't have enough emotion. Ugh.
I want to see them. I want to see them, Susato and Haori. But really, the identity of Mr. Ross's sweetheart has no bearing on the case. I think we should leave well enough alone.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I am just such a nosy bitch, though.
Indeed, the intended recipient's address is missing. However, there is a name attributed to the man's most beautiful and charming sweetheart.
Mr. Sholmes, please.
Sorry.
Mr. Sholmes, please. I've already had to chastise you about this once.
My undying love to you, my colorful darling, Olive Green.
Olive Green? The woman who was plunged into a coma after a knife plunged into her back outside this house 5 days ago? The victim of the last case Soseki-san was in court for, who regained consciousness only yesterday? Is it just chance that her name has come up now? Could it possibly be a mere coincidence? Oh, thank you, Kirsten.
Mr. Naruhodo, whatever can this mean?
Reading personal correspondence can have its merits, you see, Mr. Soto.
And that's why we have to read Asogi's diary. That's why we have to read it. Okay. More? No. No, okay. Bye, Luca. Okay. Probably not. Alright, let's try and go somewhere. Prison? Maybe Briar Road? Okay. 22nd February, Briar Road. Okay. Let's see if there's anything here that is new. No. Yeah, Avi, exactly. Where have we? Maybe did Gregson?
We just learned a name, didn't we?
We did. Oh, right. Sorry. Let's go to the hospital. Ugh, my goodness gracious. My goodness gracious. 22nd February, St. Bartholomew's Hospital. Recovery ward.
Mr. Naruhodo, I've just finished speaking with the doctor. It seems Miss Green is well enough to be discharged at last.
This is good news. But hopefully just before she Ah! What is it? Yeah. Miss Green! What was that? She clearly just hid something behind her back. What were you about to drink?
One moment! I'll be with you in a jiffy!
What was that fucking bottle? What was the bottle? Poison? Oh, she's Juliet?
Oh, hello everyone. What are you all doing here? The doctor has said I can be discharged, so I'm just getting my things together. Miss Green, what were you just doing? Oh, nothing, really. I was just about to take some medication the doctor prescribed for me, that's all.
Well, we were hoping to have another quick chat with you, if that's all right.
I don't really have anything else to tell you.
All right, she's definitely behaving strangely. Let's see if we can't coax something out of her. Okay. Did we get the note?
No.
Miss Green, we were hoping to ask you about someone. Mr. Duncan Ross. You knew him, didn't you? Uh-huh. What could that be? Oh no, I'm so sorry. The bottle of medicine fell down when she did.
Oh, Miss Green, are you all right?
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to startle you like that. You missed an achievement? Where?
If you examine the bottle before it falls over, you get an achievement, but it literally doesn't matter.
Okay. I already missed the Shome's mantelpiece achievement or whatever, so.
No, it's alright. I just wasn't expecting it.
Not the sussy red liquid. Our Pepto-Bismol.
Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea. Any of us so familiar?
You got the woman achievement, and that's what matters, yes. Hi, Gabby, yes.
But how do you know about dunking? Mr. Ross had been writing a letter when he passed away. The landlord found it in his room.
Okay, bye, Abby. Be safe. Have fun.
It was a very personal letter to you.
And the other important achievement that I got, Father Frustrator. I thought that was a good one.
It was at the art school. That's where I met Duncan a year ago now. He was working to fund his studies. He dreamt of becoming a professional artist one day. And the two of you became romantically involved? Yes, that's right. We were very much in love. We were engaged to be married, actually. That's why you decided to move into a cheaper room to save money for the wedding.
And that's what led him to Mr. Garadeb's.
Yes, he told me he found the worst but cheapest room in the entire East End. And then, 1 month ago, that's when it happened. We're so terribly sorry, Miss Green. Well, it's all in the past now, I suppose. Poor Miss Green. She looks so desperately sad.
I was starting to think that's just her look. Ryu, don't be a bitch! That's such an asshole thing to say. But now I see that she has every reason to feel the universe is against her. Okay. It's wonderful news that you're going to be discharged, Miss Green.
Oh, yes. I mean, thank you. Once people are better, the hospital staff don't want them lingering and wasting space. Not people like me, anyway. So, I don't think I should keep anyone waiting. Probably shouldn't stand around and chat.
She certainly doesn't seem to be in the mood to talk, that's for sure.
I do hope you won't think I'm being rude, but would you mind leaving me in peace now? I have to leave the hospital soon.
Oh, I'm so sorry. We didn't mean to hold you up. Of course, we'll be on our way. Is this Chimes or is it... Oh, down.
Mr. No-Hudo.
Oh, the spin.
Surely you weren't about to leave. Sorry. I'm currently in the middle of eating candle wax.
Drop the soap! Drop it! Drop it! Drop it!
Mrs. Sato, please. I'm in need of nourishment, Mrs. Sato. I've been investigating all morning.
Mr. Sholmes, not the wax again. What? Mr. Sholmes, I didn't realize you were here.
Well, of course I was, my dear fellow. Certainly wasn't eating any candle wax or some such. Watching intently from the shadows, as always.
He looks to Sasato and he's like, please don't tell Iris. She'll send me to bed without dinner again. Well, make your presence known next time.
Mr. Sholmes, what's this about?
Something which occurs to me with some regularity, Mrs. Sato, is this. Why do detectives insist on such an ex post facto modus operandi? Why solve a case after it's happened, instead of preventing a case before it happens? That is what sets a great detective apart.
Okay. What do you mean?
There is a case waiting to happen under our very noses, Mr. Naruhodo. So let us avert disaster. Let us prevent this case from ever happening with nothing but careful observation.
Oh, is he talking about Olive's suicide? Or what might be her suicide? All right. Potential future suicide, that's what I was thinking.
All the clues you need are set before you. You need only look, and you cannot fail to see.
You can do it, Mr. Naruhodo. I know you can.
Now, if you excuse me, I'll go ahead and take this bottle here.
Okay. Right, Rats, we are the rats. Oh, mice, we are the mice. That mouse seems to be dead, look. I didn't notice there before, did you? I didn't notice it there
Chinosuke on
before.
his shoulder just screams,
I think perhaps it drank the medicine that spilled out of that bottle. But that's the bottle that Miss Green was about to drink from when we arrived.
You don't think...
I see you've come to appreciate the true nature of this scene. That of a tragedy about to take place.
Yes, I think it's falling into place. Miss Green, the contents of the bottle you had before has spilt out onto the floor, and the poor mouse that drank it has sadly died. I think it's clear that the bottle must have contained a powerful poison.
Don't worry, I will attend to the mouse presently. Bye, Alex. See you later.
Miss Green, were you intending to go the same way as that rodent? To take your own life?
Once we'd left, you would have put it to your lips again, wouldn't you? And taken the poison.
No! Miss Green, please! Please talk to us!
Yeah, would love to watch Susato's mouse funeral.
10 seconds later, and we would have arrived at a very different scene here. In all probability, we would have not enjoyed this most delightful conversation. Of course, perhaps it hasn't been quite so delightful from your perspective, Miss Green.
Actually, in a way, now that everything's out in the open, I feel like a weight has been lifted.
Tell me, how did you acquire that medicine?
Well, with this being a hospital and all, when the doctor comes to examine me in the mornings, he always leaves the medicine cabinet open for a while, so I snuck this out when he wasn't looking.
It conspicuously lacks a label. I wonder what it contains.
I'm afraid I don't really know. But I thought if I drank it, it might just stop the pain somehow. Oh, please, Miss Green, don't talk of such things.
Well, it seems clear now that it contains poison.
Yes, that poor little mouse is proof of that. Oh no! Oh, it's all my fault! What have I done?
I shall remove this to my office, Miss Green. I take it you have no objections?
No, none.
What's that key around her neck? Do we have to... examine more stuff, maybe? Oh, fuck, there's a... Okay. Mr. Duncan Ross. Who would have ever thought he was engaged to be married to Miss Green?
To lose one's beloved fiancé must be painful enough.
But then Miss Green suffered that awful injury, and outside her fiancé's former lodgings, too.
Fate can be very cruel sometimes.
Don't I know it? It definitely feels as though this card must be relevant. I mean, when we first arrived, Miss Green was standing with it in her hands, in what can only be described as a very tense atmosphere.
Yes, it may very well be related to whatever incident Mr. Sholmes believes was about to happen here. Perhaps we should ask Miss Green about it.
Okay. There we go.
Neither the sender's name or address appears to be written on the envelope or the card.
Oh! Oh, good night, Kirsten C.
It arrived by post at my home the day before the incident that put me in the hospital here.
I have information regarding the death of Duncan Ross. Come to the Slug and Salad on Briar Road at 5 p.m. on the 17th. Don't tell anybody else about this letter or the meeting. It is a matter of utmost importance. Wait a minute. The 17th? Of this month? That's the day you were stabbed on Briar Road!
And 5 p.m.
Is precisely the time when the incident occurred. The Slug and Salad? Yes. A pub on the northern corner of Briar Road.
Briar Road being the street that Mr. Garadeb's house is on.
Does this mean that... Yes, I'm sure you've guessed. That day when I was struck in the back by the knife, I was actually on my way to the Slug and Salad. Goodness.
So that's what you were doing on Briar Road that day.
I'm sorry I didn't say anything before. I think I really will have to ask you to excuse me now. I've told you everything.
Yes, I'm very sorry to have had to drag such I'm very sorry to have had to drag up such painful memories for you. God damn it.
No, it's fine. Miss Green. Please, promise us you won't try to do anything like that again. Yes, don't worry. Your detective friend has the bottle now anyway. And besides, I've been stabbed in the back and had a close shave with a bottle of poison, and I'm still here. I think I'm destined to see things through to the end. It might sound a little conceited, but, well, that's how all this has made me feel.
Oh, the Slug and Salad is a reference to Slug and Lettuce, an in-real-life salad bar in London. An IRL bar. Leaving Miss Green and St. Bartholomew's behind, we made our way back to Baker Street with Mr. Sholmes. That's nice, Miss Green.
Well, it would appear we've reached the end of the investigative trail for today.
Yes, it's late.
And Mr. Naruhodo? Did you discover anything that may be of use to you in court tomorrow, do you think?
Details about Mr. Shamspear, Mr. Garadeb's lodgings, the convict Selden. There are many facets to this case, and we're yet to see to the heart of it, if you ask me. That's my feeling, anyway.
I can't help wondering about the results of the analysis.
Into Mr. Natsume's tea, you mean?
Yes. Will they have found strychnine in it or not?
Well, I fear that either way, it will be hard to escape the grip of our friend, Mr. Reaper.
And that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. We're gonna find out what the Reaper's curse exactly is.
Oh dear.
Yes, Barack Van Zeeks.
But I wish you every success, of course, and there I was late to rise this morning.
Wasn't he up at like 4 a.m.?
Tomorrow will be a new dawn. I intend to spring from my bed at a crisp hour and attend the trial.
Mr. Sholmes, you're going to come?
Indeed. Whatever happens, I shall be there, assuming my eyelids cooperate in the morning.
Well, I think we've done all we can. All that's left is to remain focused and keep fighting for Mr. Natsume's cause until the very end. London, the world's most prosperous city, home to some 6 million people. But away from the razzle-dazzle, down the back alleys and behind bricked-up windows, the lonely lurk. Soseki-san had battled long and hard with loneliness during his many months here. You don't believe me? You don't believe me? You don't think I'm gonna figure out what the Reaper's curse is? No faith in me. That's so sad to hear. Wow. I can't believe this. Betrayed. Betrayed by my own chat. That's so sad. And so I felt honor-bound to battle equally hard for my compatriot, to lift the curse that gripped him. As Mr. Sholmes said, tomorrow would be a new dawn, for all of us. Back to the court? How many parts does... We have 2 more trial portions, right?
Yes.
And then...
Yes.
Cool. February 23 a.m. The Old Bailey. Defendants at the chamber. Okay. He's a cat again.
This is it then, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes, it's time to put an end to this now. To the miserable curse that has been plaguing Mr. Natsume. To everything.
And in my own small way, I shall do everything I can to help you.
I always appreciate your help, Mrs. Sato.
Suffering Soseki selfishly sidelined.
Good morning to you too, Mr. Natsume.
Good morning! Good morning! Welcome, student Mr. Naruto Esquire! Listen to you two chatting away happily if the main player of today's trial isn't here!
It always sounds like you're drunk at the, that last, this last delivery. You were just like, listen to you two chatting away happily. He pre-gamed before court. He's way too nervous for this.
Fucking pre-game, he was in jail.
Well, I got high brought it to him.
He ate soap. That is his pregame.
Why would you do that? Why?
Oh dear, we didn't mean to cause offense, Mr. Natsume. I just suggested the idea that you were pre-gaming. I'm sorry. I thought perhaps that because you had your eyes shut so tightly, you were meditating, finding inner calm. It seemed wrong to disturb you.
I was waiting. What's the matter, Mr. Natsume? You seem different somehow today.
Why, naturally, that's because I've attained spiritual enlightenment. The path of literature, you see, is a journey to discover one's own death.
or such like. That's the sort of morning conversation I was hoping for. That's why I had my eyes shut.
I missed the signs, I'm afraid. Somehow. You'll have to forgive me.
And you mustn't talk of your path leading you to death, Mr. Natsume.
That was just an example!
Oh yes, there it is. Intercom.
You barely came to see me at all yesterday. I was sure you would abandon me and return to our beautiful long-lost homeland.
My god, he's clingy.
We've not even been in Great Britain for a week yet.
Yes, well, anyway. I intend to set everything straight in court today. I'm determined to uncover the truth.
I've actually reached an important decision myself.
Oh? What sort of decision?
I shall fill you in after the trial.
All right.
It would seem Mr. Sholmes isn't coming today after all. It's a very clever message, I think. My dear fellows, you must win this battle of your own merits.
It's a very clear message, I think, that he's overslept again.
The great detective, my arch nemesis. Long may he stay away! If you ask me.
Defendant and your legal representative. The trial's about to begin. Make your way to the courtroom immediately. Today, once again, we face the Reaper. And when the Reaper stands for the prosecution, the defendant's fate is sealed. But I don't believe in that legend any more than I believe in Soseki-san's curse. The truth is hidden here somewhere, and I won't let it escape me. Thank you. I'm glad you like the Susie Holmes impression. I have to keep believing in my client, and keep fighting to the very end. That's all.
Alright, let's get in here.
Let's see how far we can go.
Let's see how far. 23rd of February, 9:48 at the Old Bailey courtroom.
Oh man.
You okay?
In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. I just doing the judge and Barack Van Ziek's voice. I'm just like,
Okay, I see.
I call upon the counsels for the prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed. The prosecution is ready.
I don't know why I'm looking at him like all bundled up. I'm imagining him like muffled, like the prosecution is ready. Like he's under a blanket.
The prosecution is ready.
Yes, the defense is ready.
Very good. And now I call upon the 6 ladies and gentlemen of the jury. I don't have water.
Why not?
I have water, but I'm not drinking it.
Well, maybe you should.
I'm drinking something else. And
Okay.
which I am out of it, so now I will drink water.
Okay. Wait, did you read this?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Chosen by lot to represent the will of the people in this trial. Are you ready to proceed? Wait, I did say this.
Oh, okay, cool.
Absolutely. Justice will be done, you mark my words.
I feel obliged to say, I feel especially ruthless on days when my hat is sitting just right.
Oh, well, I wonder if you could adjust my hat for me, and please be as ruthless as you like.
Thieves deserve to die, if you ask me. Especially gas thieves. I've no sympathy for the man at all.
Look, I said it yesterday and I'll say it again now. You don't have time for this. I've got my own problems.
I, my lord, show us all the light here. Our ladies flock to a righteous verdict again today.
And now, Lord Van Zieks, what can you tell us?
The prosecution's report, please, for the court.
I think he's taking nappy.
In relation to the theory expounded by the defense yesterday regarding the defendant's tea.
So he does have the results.
Oh well.
Before the prosecution delivers the black news about the black tea belonging to the blackguard in the dark, pray allow me a moment to savor a liquid of a more sanguine hue. In fact, I'll defer to the good detective for the report. Here's to you, Inspector.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. As indicated by the defense, we found a bar of soap just outside the victim's window in the snow. And there was indeed a frozen reddish liquid in a little depression on the top of it.
Yes, that's the tea. That's what Mr. Natsume brought with him that night.
Well, brains at the yard analyzed it, and yeah, you're right. It was tea.
Don't say it's poison. You're gonna say it's poison? Okay. Whew.
And there wasn't a trace of strychnine or any other toxic substance in it.
No poison at all.
In other words, the tea that the defendant brought with him to the victim's room is innocent. It's in the clear. Oh, what a revelation!
As I suspected. This makes it quite clear. The defendant, Mr. Soseki Natsume, is blameless.
My learned friend is jumping to conclusions again. A typical Nipponese reaction.
What?
Yes, it's true. No poison was found in the few drops of liquid recovered from the soap on the window ledge. But, what logic is that? What? Would you take a drop from the...
Thames?
Thames?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you take a drop from the Thames and conclude in the water in the ocean isn't salty?
My word, the water in the ocean is extremely salty, Counsel. Temmie go to college?
Temmie go to college!
Exactly.
This is so annoying because, like, before they were like, oh, we'd only need a drop.
Yeah.
Unfit for drinking, just as the victim's tea was on the night in question, as the court has already heard.
Do us all a favor and go take nappy.
Bitter was the precise word from the lips of Mr. William Shakespeare, whom the prosecution now calls back to the stand.
Very well, I will uphold the prosecution's request.
Mr. Shamspear.
Yes, it sounds like we're going to have another confrontation with our theatrical friend.
Bailiff, show Mr. Shamspear to the stand. His little, like, it makes me laugh every time.
It's so funny.
Mr. William Shakespeare, the victim of this despicable crime.
Oh, heaven! Oh, hell! Do you command me to remember? Forsooth was I, Shamspear, did have a bellyful of the foul fluid given in mine innocence.
Yes, but as was revealed in yesterday's proceedings, the witness is not as innocent as we had perhaps first led to believe.
By using bars of soap such as this, he has been stealing gas from the supply company, yes.
One may smile and be a villain. Forsooth 'twas I, Shamspear, did have a room full of the sweet fuel given. That's right, fellow Jarrahs don't forget. This man is a rotten thief.
I haven't forgotten. Kept all that about my ice coins a tiny secret, didn't you? Should have shown up sooner.
Arrest him, I say. Arrest him at once, and let him feel the sting in my tail. Oh, indeed, by dint of violent, cowardly means have I plotted to further mine own ends, I confess. Thou wouldst not pardon my sins, of that I am sure. If you acknowledge your wrongdoing, what exactly are you doing here? Cowards die many times before their deaths. And for a coward such as I, death be well deserved. But would it that a still greater crime passeth unpunished? For lo, the hairy-faced gentleman of farther east than Verona did contrive to poison me.
Objection.
But there was no poison in the tea found in your room. The police have attested to that.
What the defense would assert as an inconsistency will quickly be cleared up by the witness's testimony. Is that not so, Mr. Shakespeare?
Verily, my liege, I would most gladly speak.
Very well, let the witness testify to explain this inconsistency. Tell the court why it is that poison apparently entered your body, though none was found in the tea.
The Japanese man did come to my chamber with tea brewed in a pot. 'Twas in my cup alone that the wicked miscreant secretly poured his wicked poison. Whilst feigning distraction in our debate, ne'er did a drop of his own drink pass his lips. When he departed by and by, I did use the tea that remained in his cup to make my coins of ice. Thus, 'tis no surprise that poison be not found in the tea I did pour into the molds of soap. Soseki said he drank all of it.
The poison was slipped into the cup after the tea had been poured. A normal way for poison to be administered, in my experience.
You poison people?
Quite, otherwise it would be disastrous if the poisoner were to mix up the cups, for instance.
But no poison bottle was found at the scene.
Because quite simply, the Nipponese took the bottle back to his own room. The absence of a vessel containing the poison only becomes problematic when considering suicide.
Ugh, I knew that.
By now, it should be perfectly clear. A bar or two of cheap soap is wholly insufficient to wash the deep stains of guilt from the accuser's hands.
Sirs, madams, 'tis true that I, Shakespeare, be a common thief of gas. But, listen here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Wherefore would I lie? Verily, I have no cause. I have naught to lose.
Well,
I do declare. Thank you for your testimony, witness. Counsel, proceed with the cross-examination.
Yes, my lord. Did come into my chamber with tea brew in a pot. 'Twas in my cup alone that the wicked miscreant. Okay. Was feigning distraction or debate. What do I have for evidence here? I feel like it's gonna be something about this because if the tea had been sitting in his cup long enough for Shakespeare to use it as to pour it into the soap molds after Soseki had left, there would be some kind of tea ring there. So I feel like maybe I should press this first.
Hold it!
But the teacup Mr. Natsume drank from was found completely empty at the scene. And let's not forget the defendant's maxim, drink tea while it's hot. I did gulp from the poisoned cup that night, and in mine agony did I writhe uncontrolled. In fits of pain I did knock the fellow's cup, and its contents spilt his blood from a gaping wound, methinks. Though certainly 'twas after I had made the coins of ice from his tea. Okay, bye, Anuznani. See you later.
An upset cup was found on the table that the victim was slumped over. There's no contradiction here.
It's true, there was no tea left in either cup that we found at the scene. But still, something about this statement is troubling me.
Yes, of course, I know what it is. It's Mr. Natsume's wise drink tea while it's hot maxim, isn't it?
No, I'm not sure that's it.
Thank you, witness. Now reiterate for the court what it is that occupied you after what it is that occupied you after your guest had left and before you drank a tea.
I feel like it's got to be the tea ring thing. I'm gonna... I mean, should I press everything first?
No, you don't have to.
Oh, okay. Alright.
I think, like, your experience with DGS, you kind of psych yourself out and, like, forget the fundamentals of how to play an Ace Attorney game, in my opinion. Like, you're so, like, you're predisposed to think, like, it's tricking you.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, in essence, you should only press statements that are, like, vague to give you more testimony, or find out exactly the statements that contradict the evidence that you have.
Yeah, but, like, so often it's like... Well, you know, the game will progress after you press every single statement, and I'll be sitting there for, like, half an hour trying to present things.
I get that, but that's not the case every time, you know?
But I have trust... The game about trust issues gave me trust issues. But...
Objection!
I think you should just trust yourself more.
Okay. If I can't trust the game, I can't trust myself. That's the lesson here. You claim that Mr. Natsume didn't drink a drop of tea on the night in question. But that's impossible. How? Chop logic? What is this, ye darky-clad fiend? The two teacups from the scene, one used by the victim and the other used by the defendant, have a clear difference between them. One that represents incontrovertible proof.
Incontrovertible? What difference?
Look at the inside of the cups. Just here, there's clearly a visible ring.
Yes, a tea ring. Commonplace enough. Indeed, such stains occur all too readily when one leaves tea in the cup for a while.
And yet, Mr. Natsume's cup has no such ring.
Good lord, you're right. It's completely clean.
And prithee, sir, what makest thou of it? Exactly what Mr. Natsume told the court yesterday. The Japanese saying he quoted.
Drink?
Tea?
While it's hot. That's right. Yes. The jittery Mr. Natsume was true to his usual self that night and drank his tea in no time. If, as you claim in your testimony, he didn't touch a drop of his tea, a ring would have developed on the inside of his cup as well, after the several hours the tea was left standing. But, In short, Mr. Shamspear, you clearly lied to the court. Get thee to a nunnery!
Objection!
Oh my god, he actually drank it! Whoa! Is it the first time we've seen him do that? Whoa. New behaviors. God.
As a rule, I fill my hollow chalice up to 7 times during any one trial.
I know. You might want to keep that information to yourself.
Is that a Godot reference or no?
Oh.
Did he use the number 7 specifically?
Maybe he did.
I'll have to look it up
Whoa,
later.
his mouth is for more than just saying slurs. Yeah, no, good catch. I think that might be, that might actually be a reference.
Yet on occasion, TGM distracts me and I pour more times than I intended into the bottle is dry.
Your drinking habits are fascinating, but irrelevant.
On the contrary, they illustrate the fickleness of human memory.
Well, I'm sure if he was drinking 17, he'd be dead.
I guess. Unless it was decaf.
Yeah. Decaf wine?
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant Godot.
No. I was thinking about Mr. Van Zeek's here.
Right.
To William Shamspear.
Wow, Jet, you really think about Brock Van Zeeks a lot. Interesting.
Why are you saying the words that are coming out of your mouth right now?
I'm just observing.
I'm going to
taking notes.
manifest in your dreams,
Again.
go inside your messy room and strangle you while you sleep.
I cleaned it today. I mean, well, at least the laundry's put away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Progress, I suppose.
I mean, it was already folded. I folded it as I took it out of the dryer, but it just... Sometimes it takes a while for me to actually put it away. I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Yes, my liege.
Though you previously stated you made the coins of ice from the leftover tea in the accuser's cup. Could it be that you were perhaps mistaken?
He's leading the witness!
Could it be that... Yes, perhaps there was some tea remaining in the small teapot left at the scene? A fact that had vanished from your memory until now.
Faith, my liege, thou art a magician.
Robot Safari, I hope you're not saying that I like Van Zeeks because I fucking don't. That was obviously a joke.
I was joking. I do it because I know Jet fucking hates Van Zeeks. And I like to bother him sometimes because I am a middle child, I can't help it. For verily, 'tis as though thou hast seen with thine own eyes that night. What? Forsooth, I was mistook. I did plan to use tea from the Japanese fellow's cup, but lo, when I looked, 'twas empty. And thus did I use the dregs that festered in the teapot, as my liege did suggest.
Objection!
But we still have the issue of if he drank the poison when Soseki was still there, then it doesn't make sense with the time frame. Like, we still have that problem. And you've just suddenly remembered now that you made a mistake before? Are we supposed to believe that?
Objection!
People's memories are imperfect, my learned friend, which is why I rely on evidence instead. But, in any case, it makes no difference.
Robot Safari, it's okay.
You're fine. Don't
Just,
worry.
you're fine.
It's okay. Don't worry.
The victim's most recent testimony tells us 2 things to note. Firstly, that the poison was put in the victim's teacup only. And secondly, that the spoiled cup was not the source of this insipid ice coins that have bewitched this court. The prosecution makes a fine summary of the facts.
The flax.
The facts. Furthermore, that testimony remains valid in full support of the established facts. In other words... Oh, wait. The cape came off.
The cape came
The
off.
inconsistency claim... The inconsistency claim whether the fence simply does not exist.
No!
What does this mean then?
I do declare it means there's no issue with the gas thief's testimony. Apart from the bit about the thieving gas, obviously.
My lords and ladies, my lords, ladies, and gentlemen of the jury, I do solemnly swear, after I did dine at Grubb's Grubbery Alehouse that night, naught did pass my lips but the black tea given me by the Japanese, whose back bestooped as low as death.
And on what did you dine, sir?
Why, I did partake of my favorites. A broth as wouldst be called soup, and a leaf as wouldst be called salad.
An insalubrious menu. Wait, what?
Insalubrious.
Ugh!
Sorry.
Fucking hate white people! An insalubrious menu is the
Salubrious.
established where it was served.
Whatever.
Racist both ways today.
But you gods will give us some faults to make us men. Willingly would I suffer what punishment tis seen to willingly would I suffer what punishment tis seen fit to serve a wicked thief of gas. But I pray ye wise and noble fellows, ne'er forget the simple truth. That be one thing, and this be another. Jurors all, your humble servant Shakespeare doth entreat you, punish the Japanese fellow for his sins. Who is this?
Mr. Foreman.
Oh, my lord! If I may speak, my lord.
Yes, Mr. Foreman.
I believe we may have been duped by that rotten defense lawyer.
By me?
I do declare you may be right.
We all know the wave here was making coins of ice to keep himself warm.
But this lawyer lad says if he's stealing gas, he deserves a dose of poison, huh? He's been leading us up the garden path. That's what he's been doing.
I really never said anything like that.
But what we just heard from the victim here, there, has opened up our eyes again. We've reached a decision this time, and we won't be swayed from it.
The court acknowledges the position of the jury, Foreman. And will duly hear the jury's findings.
What? No! You can't! You can't yet!
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will state your decisions now.
Guilty!
Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty!
Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty!
I hereby declare the jury to be in one accord.
Oh, happy day! Amazing.
A little wiggle, I'm doing it
Wiggle
too.
his ass. Best feature. How is this happening? My lord, the defense asserts its right to carry out a summation examination.
Very well, the court upholds the defense's right. Typical. My learned friend is unable to accept the obvious truth. This trial will therefore enter its second summation examination immediately. Jurors, the cart
Cards back, each one of you.
The court calls upon each of you to state the grounds upon which you find a defendant guilty of the crime of which he is charged.
I do agree, Yulia. I think Graydon's wiggles are far superior. He had like a ballet dancer's poise about his wiggles. It was very enchanting.
I'm a man of logic, me. And having considered all the evidence, the defendant must logically be guilty.
I do agree that gas is far too expensive. I can quite understand why the man would want to avoid paying.
The stuff explodes and it can poison you. It's absolutely lethal, gases.
Gas doesn't come for free. It costs a fortune to deliver. It costs a fortune to deliver it around the city and maintain the pipes.
Truth be told, the tea my wife sews up for me is a little sketchy at times.
You need out of this relationship.
If nothing else past the victim's lives that night, there's no other explanation, is there?
I do feel that perhaps personal opinion about gas and its supply has influenced decisions somewhat. But never mind.
Yeah, they're kind of all arguing about gas. No, you really should mind.
The truth is, our counter-argument wasn't as unassailable as we'd hoped. And Mr. Shamspeare was poisoned. There can be no doubt of that.
Then how are we supposed to turn this around?
I think we need to establish the method by which Mr. Shamspeare was actually poisoned. Our only hope is to demonstrate that to the court incontrovertibly.
But that's surely almost impossible at this stage.
If we don't manage it, though, Mr. Natsume will
be found guilty.
No delays, counsel. Proceed with the summation examination.
Well, defenses rebuttal. Okay.
Hold it!
Does that mean that if the victim could be shown to have ingested something else, you'd change your leaning?
Sorry. What's that now?
Hello? Okay. Oh, I was just saying, if the victim did actually eat or drink something else on the night...
What's the matter with you?
Sorry?
I said, if nothing else passed the victim's lips that night, there's no other explanation, is there? Haven't you been listening to me at all?
I feel there's an English expression about a pot and a kettle that's appropriate here.
compared to the other jurors who don't even appear to have anything to say about the case at all. It would seem that this elderly gentleman has been listening to the proceedings far more intently.
I suppose. The trouble is...
He has selective hearing?
Exactly. But still, this juror may well be the key to the breakthrough that we so desperately need. This is hopeless. There's no way for me to appeal to these people.
I do think that the only way we shall overcome...
Oh mein Gott! I mean, truly, oh mein Gott.
I do think that the only way we shall overcome this difficult situation is by exposing the way in which Mr. Shamspeare was really poisoned.
He seems like a responsible man, the kind of guy who would never sew up someone with a scalpel still inside them.
We have to prove that it happened some other way, and not via Mr. Natsume's tea.
Yes, I know. The trouble is, I have absolutely no idea how it did happen.
Mr. Naruhodo, I wonder if perhaps there's something you might have forgotten.
Oh? Like what?
It's important to watch everyone involved and pursue people if they react to something someone says. If you'd like me to remind you exactly what I mean, I'm more than happy to.
Once again, Soseki-san's fate is entirely in my hands here. Okay. Probably owe it to my client to hear any advice. I probably owe it to my client to hear any advice my assistant may be able to offer. Okay. So I tell it to Sato-san, remind me. Then again, no, it's no need. It's fine. It's fine, I know. Actually, I don't think there's any need. It's vital that we start trying to change these jurors' minds as soon as possible.
Of course, I'm sure you're right. But if you decide you would like your memory refreshed, you need only ask Mr. Naruhodo.
Okay. Must be logically guilty. I wonder if she's going to react to something. Oh, strawberry tea party. Welcome. Happy to have you here. Hope you enjoy yourself. Okay. I wonder if she's going to react to him saying,
Hold it!
could we please talk about the poison rather than the gas, do you think, sir? What if the gas is the poison? I mean, but they identified the poison as strychnine, so I don't know.
Well, if you like, I mean, to be honest, I'd take poison over gas every time.
You'd take poison?
Oh, what I mean is poison can only poison you. It doesn't explode, does it?
Goodness me, what are you talking about? Set him straight, please, lawyer man. Well, it's certainly true that poison isn't prone to exploding. But I think you'll find poison also can't light up or heat a room.
Ah! You're right! I hadn't considered that at all.
Young lawyer man. Yes? You have a good head on your shoulders. We could use someone like you as our company's legal representative. Well, I wasn't expecting to pick up more business in the middle of a trial, that's for sure.
Anyway, the point is, I haven't had the best experience with gas companies in the past.
Doesn't come for free, okay. Okay, he's the only other guy talking about the actual case.
Hold it!
All the evidence, you say?
That's right, and there's no room for doubt. It's all pointing at that Japanese man with the big mustache.
I keep doing this.
Says the Englishman with the bigger mustache.
Which means we need to show the man some new evidence to make him change his mind.
If only we had that kind of evidence.
Don't worry. The summation examination has barely started, really. Perhaps there'll be a shift in the situation that shows an existing piece of evidence in a new light.
Let's hope so. To start with, though, I need to find some way out of this deadlock. Okay.
I do agree that gas is far too expensive.
Hold it!
This isn't the time or place to be discussing the price of gas, madam.
But really, think of the injustice. Air is a gas, and air is free. Why should Altamont gas cost money? It makes my blood boil. I can feel myself becoming more ruthless than ever.
This isn't the time or the place to be ruthless either. If I might interject here. Ah, yes, madam? It seems my fellow juror takes issue with the price our company charges for gas. But it's precisely because of thieves like this man that the cost goes up.
Oh, what a beastly man! That unkempt mustache, those hunched shoulders. Poisoning tea and stealing gas. Utterly unforgivable.
No. Mr. Natsume isn't the one who's been stealing gas. I'll thank you not to go adding on more crimes.
Mr. Natsume hasn't been poisoning tea either. Well, anyway, I've quite made up my mind. It's as made up as the price of gas.
Okay. Maybe something about his tea?
Hold it!
You mean it's poisoned?
That's right, it happened a few tiny times now. This is most troubling indeed. It's always days like this one when I don't get any wages. I get in at tea time, see? And I see her doing it, my wife. She gets that devilish look on her face, and she slips some white powder into my cup.
Is that sugar? And you drink it anyway?
I was brought up proper, I was. If someone gives you a cup, you drink it.
And what happened to you? What did it taste like?
It was god-awful, believe you me. Salty as hell.
I see.
Then I think perhaps what your wife put in your tea was salt.
No. So, she doesn't even care enough to poison me properly, huh? Unbelievable. And let's move on, please.
Okay, I wonder if there's something I have. In evidence.
There's one person you haven't pressed yet.
Oh my god. It's always the last one I decide to press.
Hold it!
Can we please refrain from all this talk of gas? There's an all-out attack underway here, in case you haven't noticed, against my company's gas. And I'm supposed to sit here and take it, am I? I don't think so. She's really buzzing now. All I've heard about our wonderful fuel is explosions and poisonings. What about electricity, What about getting electrocuted? What about that? A little explosion here and there is nothing in comparison.
Any explosion could hardly be described as nothing, madam. Nevertheless, the theft of your gas is deplorable.
My point exactly. But the gas thieves aren't even the worst of our enemies. We have far more devious reprobates to contend with on a daily basis, you know. More devious? Who, madam? Other gas companies, of course. Other gas companies? Not quite what I was expecting. We generate gas and we deliver it to our customers fair and square.
Indeed, nobody is questioning that, madam. Altamont is an exemplary gas company.
But there are other, unscrupulous gas companies here in London that don't even have any gas at all. What? But if they don't have any gas, how do they go about selling it to people? You wouldn't think it possible, would you? But they steal our gas, you see, and sell that.
They steal your gas? How on earth is such a thing possible?
Gas companies like ours deliver gas to people's homes via a network of pipes. But these devious reprobates secretly disconnect our pipes and divert our gas into their own rotten pipes. Then they make a contract with the household supplied by those pipes and take money for the precious gas that's rightfully ours without us even knowing.
They're diverting gas into their own pipes illegally? What a brazen form of theft.
When we visit customers' houses to collect the money from their meters, we always have to check whether or not one of these devious companies has been up to its tricks.
Wow!
Excuse me.
Do you have something to say about that, juror number 3?
Oh, golly, you mean me? I'm terribly sorry. I was just thinking to myself.
I really did catch him off guard there. Thinking about what the lady next to you was saying, correct? Owen Wilson ancestor.
Wow. Well, yes. I just got a little riled about it recently, you see?
Go on.
An Altamont gas worker visited my house the other day to investigate the pipe work. We need to ask for your cooperation while we carry out a secret check of your property, sir, the fellow said. So I let him in. And do you know what he did?
I'm, afraid I have no idea. Please tell us.
He proceeded to take one of my lights off the wall. Then he grabbed the exposed mouth of the pipe and started blowing into it.
What do you think you're doing, young man? You're giving away company secrets here.
Oh, please, everyone knows. But it was really nearly the death of me, I can tell you.
What do you mean? I'll explain if you don't mind. As I said before, these unscrupulous other gas companies connect their customers to our pipe network. Yes, but how does blowing into the pipes come into it? Obviously, there's gas in the pipes, and it's at a fairly low pressure. By blowing air through the pipe, you can make the pressure drop temporarily. And if you do that, any lights connected to the same pipe would flicker for a moment.
I see. In other words, if upon blowing into the pipe the lights of an adjacent property that has no contract with your company flicker, you can know that these devious scoundrels have been meddling with the pipes.
Exactly, my lord. That's it in a nutshell. It's the reason why we have teams of workers going around neighborhoods to investigate which lights flicker.
The trouble is, a particular worker who came to my house didn't know the strength of his own breath. He blew down the pipe with all his might, and you can guess what happened, can't you?
Well, if he blew hard, then... Wait, you mean...
That's right, the lights didn't just flicker, they went out. Along with the stove, gas started pouring into the house.
What a disaster.
The gas supply must have been interrupted briefly because the man blew too hard, so the flames went out.
I'm afraid I yelled at the fellow. Are you trying to kill us all? I said.
So by disconnecting a lamp and blowing into the exposed gas pipe, it's possible to extinguish lamps and stoves connected to the same network of pipes. And then when the gas starts flowing again, it just silently seeps into the room. Okay, so I wonder if that's what happens with Mr. Natsume's. If someone's blowing into the pipes.
Mr. Naruhodo, I think perhaps...
Yes, this is almost certainly the clue that we've been hoping for. Juror number 3, the defense requests that you amend your statement to include that information.
Oh, well, if you like, I don't mind.
Well, I do. That's our company's secret method of identifying the rogues that...
Like I said, madam, it's widely known already.
It's widely known already.
Very well, juror number 3, you will amend your statement accordingly. So it is 10, but we are close to a cutoff point.
Okay.
Like once you finish the submission examination, it'll move on to the next part.
All right, we'll finish it then.
Yeah.
Yes, my lord, although I'm not really sure what the point of all this is.
Blow too hard into a gas pipe and you extinguish everything in the house, and then you're in real trouble. Okay, well. Guessing. Hazard a guess here.
Objection!
Those two statements clearly contradict each other.
Good gracious, to whose statements do you refer, counsel?
Juror number 6, did you hear what juror number 3 just said?
What? Yes, of course. I heard him mumbling about something or other.
There is another explanation here, I believe. Something besides Mr. Natsume's tea did, something besides Mr. Natsume's tea did, in a manner of speaking, pass the victim's lips on the night in question.
What explanation?
I wonder, did the police check the mouth of the gas pipe feeding the wall light at the scene? To see if there were any traces of poison there.
I was curious to see what your floundering would result in this time, with the mouth of a gas pipe. Scotland Yard have enough to do without exploring such irrelevance.
What a piece of work is a man. What are you trying to say, Mr. Shamspeare? What speakest thou? Prithee, is it not strange and strange? That is what I say to thee, sir. I thought I'd been quite clear, but let me put it another way. The strychnine could have been on the mouth of the gas pipe that feeds the wall lamp into your room. And that is how the poison came to enter your body.
Good lord!
Are they tasty then, gas pipes? Is that what he's saying?
Or is the gentleman suggesting that the poor man was so desperately hungry he tried to fill his belly with gas?
Perhaps no actress would perform a kiss scene with him, For shame, madam, speaking thy fancy. I assure you I am not such a buffoon that I have to kiss pipes.
Objection!
This is no summation examination. This is a farce. The prosecution will not stand for any more of my learned Nipponese friends' conjecture. To begin with, the lamp in the victim's room is high on the wall.
That bottle should be empty with the amount of wine he's thrown.
In order to have placed his lips to the pipe that feeds it, he would have had to be a contortionist. What the fuck?
Or the flack.
These are empty assertions. There's no possible proof that the man did as you say.
Objection!
Stop throwing things. It's true, I have no proof that Mr. Shamspeare put his lips to the pipe. However, I can say with some certainty that on multiple occasions, Mr. Shamspeare has been doing something in front of that lamp on his wall. He's been getting high. He's been getting high. He's been getting high. And I have evidence to prove it. All right, you've got our attention, lad. I'd like to see how you can be so sure of yourself.
So would I. Let's see this evidence then.
Now that I've got the jury's ear, I need to make this opportunity count. This is the proof that time and time again, Mr. Shamspeare stood in front of his gas lamp. Oops.
Take that!
What the?
These are... Wait, what are they called? Yes, skin prints that were found at the scene.
A skin prints, counsel. I've never heard of such things.
Some fucking wackadoodle came up with it.
The Justice Ministry is currently assessing whether or not to permit fingerprints as evidence in court, however.
My lord, this is an exciting new forensic technique developed by the great detective Mr. Herlock Sholmes. It reveals all the places that Mr. Shamspeare touched in his room.
I've never seen anything like it. I mean, that's black magic, isn't it?
Well, if anyone could invent something like this, it's that great Sholmes fella, that's for sure.
I agree. This month's edition of Engineering Thumbs was quite fascinating. We found skin prints in many places that you would expect. On the table, on the costumes. However, Mr. Shamspear also appears to have been touching some very unexpected places in his room. For example, here.
Around the hanging picture there, indeed, multiple handprints appear to be visible.
Well, I wonder. Could he have been appreciating the artwork, perhaps?
At first, my colleagues and I thought the same. However, imagine standing with your hands where those prints are, and you would find yourself directly in front of...
In front of... Ah!
I don't believe it. The gas lamp. Though the reason why isn't immediately obvious, it's clear that Mr. Shamspear has regularly been standing with his hands to the wall in front of that lamp.
Right, what have you been up to, you nut?
Nothing. I'd ask the court to recall juror number 4's earlier statement. Me? What did I say? You said that blowing into a gas pipe would make the lights in the entire building flicker. And now, if you'll recall juror number 3's statement...
What? Me now?
When the gas worker who visited his home blew with too much force into the pipe, it caused all the lights and the gas stove to go out, and gas to start leaking into the rooms. Obviously, that incident was an accident. However, the simple fact is, if Mr. Shamspear were to have blown hard into the gas pipe here in his room, he could have extinguished every other light and gas stove in the building at will. Crikey!
Are you suggesting that the man purposefully caused the gas to...
Objection!
What? Don't look directly at me, you freak.
Well, I acknowledge that the prosecution is required to remain silent during a summation examination. I must too, my learned friends, utter disregard for the letter of the law.
I knew it. He's gonna be like, we don't accept evidence collected by a fucking book character.
What is the meaning of this, Lord Van Zeeks?
This curious photograph, or whatever it is, presented by the defense, the so-called skin prints. Clearly, that cannot be accepted as any form of usable evidence in this case.
But it's an exciting new forensic technique, developed by a great detective.
It's nothing. A mere toy developed by an amateur sleuth with too much time on his hands.
Certainly even research of this nature by the esteemed Mr. Sholmes cannot be recognized by the court as formal evidence.
But... Aha! Please, my lord, if I may.
Mr. Sato?
It was not the defense's intention to submit the skin prints as formal evidence. We merely wish to present the results of the great detective's investigation of the scene as a tool by which to explain a possibility to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury.
That girl.
And if the trial were to come to an end now, we should never learn the truth behind this mysterious handprints that everyone has now seen. I don't believe we can allow that to happen, and I'm sure the jurors would agree.
Beating the Reaper at his own game.
You're right! Whether those strange handprints are a significant clue or not, it's down to us to decide.
Juror number 3.
Oh yes, I do declare the great detective's investigation results sound absolutely fascinating. And I want to hear what that shady actor fellow has to say about the shady handprints.
What's the matter with you two? That was foolhardy. Well, I did say it, didn't I? And I don't like to break a promise. No, wait! You heard his lordship, it's not fair dinkum!
Oh, well done, Mr. Naruhodo.
Susato, you gotta take the credit for that.
If just one more juror changes his or her mind, Mr. Natsume's trial will have to continue.
Thank you, Miss Susato, but I couldn't have done it without you.
Oh no, it was you who identified the clue after all. This is very much your success.
Why, Mr. Shamspear, you seem to be losing your composure.
Just one more juror, Mr. Naruhodo. You can do it.
Very well, continue, counsel. So technically you've pressed all the statements, but there's one juror in particular that had said something that could lead somewhere else. It just wasn't the right time.
So you're saying I don't need to press anything else?
No, I'm saying you need to press a statement you've already pressed
Oh, I
before
see.
because, like, at this point in time, it makes more sense to do so.
I see. Okay. I guess.
Because you've pressed everyone's statements
I have,
already.
Yeah.
Hold it!
All the evidence, you say?
That's right, and there's no room for doubt. It's all pointing at that Japanese man with a big mustache.
Says the Englishman with the okay. I have this. But the defense just demonstrated another explanation for the events on the night in question. What do you make of that?
What, your so-called skin prints?
It's an exciting new forensic investigation technique developed by the great detective himself.
The numerous handprints on the wall are clearly out of the ordinary. And if Mr. Shamspear had indeed put his mouth to the gas pipe on the night in question, it can't be denied that there's a possibility that's where the poison was.
Well, yes. I won't deny that it's playing on my mind. But as the prosecution rightly says, we should pay no heed to the unacceptable forms of evidence. And besides,
Yes?
even if the fellow has been up to some mischief, with the gas pipes dozens of times before, it doesn't mean he's got up to the same shenanigans on the night in question, does it?
Oh.
If you can't make your case better than that, I'm afraid I can't change my stance.
You do make a very valid point, sir.
What?
That's true. Perhaps I was a little hasty.
No, wait!
Look, you've got yourself a chance here, haven't you? So it's time to prove your theory. If you and your Japanese cohorts can, that is.
Just leave our nationality out of this, please.
Mr. Naruhodo, if we can't substantiate... Okay, for the jurors to change their minds before, maybe I will change them back.
What can I do? Is there any more proof I can give here? Can I show that Mr. Shamspear really did blow down the gas pipe on the night in question? I think if I say I have supporting testimony, I can say that Mr. Natsume, Mr. Garadeb said all the lights flickered. I'm gonna say I have a supporting testimony.
Saved scum.
Well, it's too late for that, isn't it?
Saved scum anyway.
Okay. No, in truth, I don't have any evidence to support my theory, however. There is witness testimony that substantiates it.
What's that? Testimony?
This is incredible. Whose testimony?
Yes, it's all connected. Everything is linked. A person whose testimony revealed details about the gas in the Garadeb residence that night. Namely, okay, it's either gonna be Soseki or Garadeb. Because Soseki said that his, like, gas when I'll say scum here instead, because I feel like that's gonna be annoying if I don't. Okay, so it's either Soseki or Garadeb. Garadeb said that... he said that the lights flickered, but he never... Did he ever say that they really went out? I don't remember. But Soseki did say that his went out, so I'll say his.
Take that!
Nice job.
Thank you. Obviously, I'm talking about the defendant, Mr. Soseki Natsume himself.
The defendant?
At the very beginning of the proceedings here in court yesterday, Mr. Natsume said the following.
My lodgings! There's been a whole series of strange happenings in my lodgings! My lodgings! Even on that fateful night it happened when I returned from Mr. Shamspear's room. I lit my gas stove and climbed into bed, but before long, the stove went out and somebody tried to kill me!
On the night in question, the gas in the defendant's room went out. So I asked the court, was that a mere coincidence or not?
Golly!
So that Shamspear fellow blew air into the gas pipe to make the man's stove go out on purpose.
Now hold your horses there. What would he do that for?
Mr. Foreman,
What does it mean?
we cannot allow judgment to be passed whilst this doubt remains. It's true that I don't have conclusive evidence yet. However, you must surely agree, there is more to this case than meets the eye.
Ah,
Transformers more than meets the eye.
fair enough. Like I said at the outset, Transformers. More than meets the eye.
I forgot that I'm not on Push to Talk. Like,
Chat.
because, like, okay. Well.
So you just said that to yourself?
Yes!
God bless you. God bless you.
I'm a man of logic, first and foremost.
God fucking damn it! I really like Transformers.
You don't?
I said I really like Transformers.
Really like, I see. I've never watched a Transformers show or a movie or anything.
My uncle's a big collector of all the toys and everything, and he's a huge fan of it, so I watched it a lot as a kid.
Oh.
I essentially grew up with it.
I
Yeah.
see. That's fun.
Okay, let's finish this off. That's 4 jurors leaning toward not guilty, my lord. We've overturned the decision. Therefore, the defense calls for the trial to continue.
As the defense has rightfully indicated, the summation examination has concluded with the majority of jurors altering the decisions. 2 jury members now called guilty, 4 now called not guilty. Therefore, the jury's opinion is conflicted and in accordance with the law of the land. I hereby order the continuation of this trial. Mr. William Shamspear.
My lord, how can thy humble Shamspear serve thee?
What say you in response to the various revelations made during the summation examination?
So God meant me.
I do solemnly swear I recall aught of either the lamp or the pipe.
But your handprints have made a tiny mess all over the wall there. How'd you explain that, huh?
I am done with this. The dignity of the great courtroom has been sullied enough already. Juror number 5. Who, me? As I went to some pains to point out already, a print from the self-professed detective's toy has no place in the British court of law. As such, whether or not this man did indeed stand before the gas lamp with his hands against the wall remains at this time unestablished conjecture. You would all do well to remember that.
But the prosecution must concede that it would be extremely simple to verify. Just order the mouth of the gas pipe feeding that lamp in Mr. Shamspeare's room to be examined. If there are traces of poison there...
Objection!
What appears to be extremely simple is my Nipponese friend's mind. You will recall that in order to check for the presence of poison in the tea, some remnants of tea were required.
Yes?
Therefore, it shouldn't be beyond your wit to imagine that even if poison were to have been spread on the pipe, it would have been completely evaporated by now, making any analysis impossible.
I didn't think of that.
In any case, counsel, I fail to see what could possibly have motivated the man to do as you describe. Why on earth would this fellow have wanted to blow air to the gas pipework where he lived?
I think there's only one possibility that I can think of, and that is to use the leaking gas to commit murder. I mean, he did want to live in that middle... He did very much want to live in that middle floor apartment that Soseki had.
Order, counsel. Precisely whose life do you propose this man was plotting to end?
The answer couldn't be simpler. Now we've unraveled the mystery this far. Mr. Shamspeare wanted to end the life of... Someone is trying to kill him. If a gas lamp were to go out, it would be noticed immediately, of course. But a gas stove, on the other hand, could be silently extinguished by the killer without anyone noticing.
I live around those parts myself, so I know what it's like. I can tell you trying to sleep without the stove lit is pretty much suicide. You'd freeze to death in no time.
Mr. Garadab, the landlord, has a large fireplace in his part of the residence on the top floor. In other words, it wasn't the landlord, but a fellow lodger whose life Mr. Shamspeare was trying to end.
Outrageous!
I think, well, okay, Shamspeare really wants that first-class suite. I think he wants to... He's got some kind of affinity or connection or something to, what was his name? The criminal that died in that room. Or no, that died.
Selden.
Huh? Selden, yes. That, like, he really specifically wanted that middle room. And I think it's because of Selden. I'm talking, of course, about the defendant. Mr. Natsume isn't the villain in this case. It's the victim this man was trying to murder.
Good gracious!
Objection!
The accused is actually the aggrieved. Interesting. However, the fundamental facts of the case remain unchanged. Namely, that the accused is the aggressor here.
What? How can you still claim that?
Let us indulge in your fancies for a moment and assure that there was indeed poison in the mouth of the gas pipe. The question then arises, is who put it there?
Who did put it there?
The only logical conclusion is that the person responsible was aware of this man's trickery with the gas supply and his intent to kill. Yes, that would indeed seem logical. If the assailants were unaware, how would he or she have known to lace the end of the gas pipe with poison? So now we must ask, how could anyone have known of Mr. Shamspeare's murderous designs?
You mean to suggest?
Naturally, the sole possible answer to that question couldn't be more obvious. Only the man whose life was being threatened could possibly have known.
What?
In other words, the person who put the poison in the gas pipe in what was a clear retaliatory attack can only have been the accused, Mr. Saseki Natsume. Whatever Mr. Shamspeare may or may not have been contrived to do, he was nevertheless the victim of a potentially lethal poison attack. And the only person who could possibly have perpetrated that attack is the accused, Mr. Natsume. The defense counsel's theorizing has failed to avert suspicion of the accused. Far from it. In fact, now that a clear motive for the poisoning has successfully been established, that suspicion is greater than ever. Would you not agree, my Nipponese friend?
Warg. How did he manage to turn that around on me so rapidly?
Mr. Naruhodo, you must respond. Otherwise, the members of the jury may very well change their leanings against us again. And this may be our last chance to gain the advantage.
What advantage?
Well, it would seem that somebody put poison on the gas pipe in Mr. Shamspeare's room. So we must name that person now and absolve Mr. Natsume of guilt.
You mean name the true culprit?
I know it might sound impossible, but if we fail to do that, I have no doubt that Mr. Natsume's fate will be sealed once and for all.
As it happens, one possible culprit does come to mind. The evidence, the poison, it's all pointing to a particular person now.
The prosecution calls for the jury to consider their leanings again. I trust you'll make the correct choice this time, Mr. Foreman.
Huh? What? Oh, don't you worry. We know it.
There is one person who I believe could have been involved in all of this. The true culprit of this crime.
The true culprit?
A term found only in second-rate novels featuring third-rate great detectives. My Nipponese friend.
Abby's back!
But why not? This farce has gone on This farce has gone on for so long already, I see no reason to cut it short before its disappointing climax.
Thank you.
Tell us, my learned Nipponese friend, what is your latest theory? Who's the so-called true culprit of this crime?
That's a good question.
Consider the facts.
Consider the facts.
Okay, so my first thought is him because, he was, like, keeping an eye on everything all night, and if he had seen
Shakespeare do that previously, he could have been fed up enough, like, with the general goings on, because his own salary is going down with every night that he can't figure out how he's not paying for gas. He could have just been like, well, he can't steal gas if he's dead. That's kind of the only...
So let me remind you of what was said earlier.
Yeah.
When Mr. Barack Van Zieks was trying to implicate Soseki being the one to put the poison on the pipe, right? So he says, who is the only person who could have known of how the lodging works, whatever, to be able to put the poison on the pipe?
So if Mr. Garadeb is trying to kill him?
No, it's not Mr. Garadeb.
I figured not.
It's obviously not Mr. Natsume.
Yeah.
But consider like this. They also mentioned that it wasn't Shakespeare's first.
Yeah.
Like
his
time
first
doing this.
Yeah.
So think about the history of that house.
Well, someone died there.
Okay,
But-
who died?
Well, we don't have him in here, but it's the criminal.
No, the criminal died in prison.
Right, the
by
criminal died in
natural
prison.
causes.
He died in... Interesting.
Right, so he's the one who died,
So he's
But
the one who died.
obviously-
So
but he's dead, so he can't necessarily do anything. So again, what we're trying to find out, who's the true culprit here? What reason would we want to have to poison Mr. Shakespeare by putting poison on the pipe that we knew he was putting his mouth on for whatever reason?
I mean, she has motive.
What is her motive?
Well, her fiance died in that room due to a gas leak.
okay.
Fiance died. But when would she? I mean, she was on Briar Road. Wait, what? Sorry. What did that note say again?
Take
Oh
that!
my gosh. I hope that was right. Well. Okay, so. Are you, buddy? No. So I was like, I was thinking, like, she was on Briar Road before this poisoning happened, like the night before or the day before, and and she was I can't remember. I just can't remember. Okay, let me go back to the court record. I can't remember what that goddamn note said. And
Which note?
it was in the envelope, which was in Shakespeare's.
Oh, it says meet me at 5 p.m. on the 17th at the Slug and Salad. That's what the note said.
Yeah, but then. Okay.
So you're very close, Tony. You're already thinking about that letter, right?
Yeah.
Like that. Who had that letter?
Shakespeare had that letter.
Who else had that letter, though? Think about this envelope you're looking at
Well,
right
I
now.
mean,
because we
it-
found this part.
Olive Green had that letter.
Okay.
So
So why the heck did she have it? And why did he also have a piece of the envelope?
it's a very good question.
I think you should just continue the dialogue.
Okay.
And if you got it wrong, then you'll go back.
Yeah. The name of the person responsible for the poison that afflicted Mr. Shakespeare is, I believe, Miss Olive Green.
Miss Olive Green! Miss Olive Green. I do feel as though I've heard that name in the recent past, Council, but I don't recall where. Miss Olive Green, the woman from 6 days ago. The victim in the recent case of stabbing on Briar Road. An incident for which Mr. Natsume was arrested, I hasten to add. Oh, of course, yes, Miss Green. She was left comatose for some 3 days, I believe, but I hear she regained consciousness 2 days ago.
And I hardly need to remind the court that Mr. Shamspeare's poisoning took place 3 days ago. Given that the woman was lying comatose in a hospital bed at the time, she appears to have a rather fine alibi.
Could be put there before. True, on the night that the incident occurred, Miss Green was in the hospital unconscious. So on the face of it, it would seem that she couldn't possibly be responsible. But still. My colleagues and I visited Miss Green in hospital yesterday, and we found her to be in possession of a bottle of poison.
Oh, she did.
You're gracious, she had poison?
She sure did. And there is another fact that links Miss Green to this case as well. The defense requests that she be brought to the witness stand in order to explain the details to the court. Sholmes, what's in that bottle? Sholmes, please identify the poison.
Tell me, Mr. Shamspeare.
Sorry, I'm just thinking. She got that bottle of poison while she was in hospital, though. She didn't have it before. My lord, pray, what be thy bidding?
Are you acquainted with Miss Green?
No, never heard of her.
Judging by the look on Mr. Shamspeare's face.
Oh, just popping in during my commute. Go Turbo Tony, go. Thank you. Thank you.
I think perhaps he genuinely doesn't know her. At least, not by name.
As the voice of Her Majesty's prosecution here, I adhere to my word. We will see my learned Nipponese's friends fast through to its conclusion.
If you need to go to bed, please go to bed. Don't stay up for me. You can catch a VOD. Also, it seems like we're almost done here, so yeah. If you need to sleep, go to sleep. I appreciate that.
The prosecution requests a short recess, my lord, in order to subpoena the witness and bring her here. Yes, Miss Olive Green. Indeed, my lord, 1 hour should be sufficient. Very well, I grant the request.
Excellent. I hope.
The defense has made a most extraordinary accusation, I must say. But at present time, I feel the prosecution's argument remains largely uncontested. Accordingly, I'm afraid the defendant and his culpability remain the sole subject of this court's attention. Thank you, counsels. We reconvene in 1 hour. Court is adjourned. Okay. And we're stopping here. Next week.
Wait, is this a to
Wednesday.
be continued?
Yes,
So we
that's
made it
why I was
through-
trying to.
I
Yeah.
see.
So next week on Wednesday, we will finish this case, and we will move on to case 3.
Nice. I'll save my carry progress. Why not? I deserve it. I deserve to treat myself to a save, don't I? All right. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Yes, so that's exciting. I thought this was gonna be way longer. But so yes, as Jet said, Wednesday, 7:00 p.m. PST, we will be finishing this case, hopefully. Yeah, and then there was no freezing today. So interesting. We'll see if it holds for SOJ. And if not, I'll go and get this motherfucker cleaned. But yes, so yeah, Saturday, 4 p.m. We'll be doing more Spirit of Justice. Case 4, which the Simon and Athena case that I'm very much enjoying, actually. Storyteller Saturday, exactly.
yeah, yes, I'm liking the pacing on this case much better than some of the other cases. But yes, so yeah, Wednesday or Saturday. And of course, I'll always let you guys know if I have another surprise stream like this. So yeah, Saturday, tomorrow, yes, tomorrow. But yeah, so I'll catch you guys pretty soon, I guess. But yeah, thank you guys all for sticking around. Jet, once again, thank you for being my wonderful co-counsel, talking me through things.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. And yeah, me and Jet will see you guys tomorrow or Wednesday. Goodbye.
Bye.